20 minutes ago.
Ah, you've beaten me.
Very good. But yeah, that's fine. You can get your parcel. All right. Well, last time the crew continued our investigation into the beast that had been attacking the Louis lumber village daily on sporadic nights, coming to the eventual conclusion that in fact it was the town's mayor, Fran Drumness, the very same who had hired them on to deal with the beast, that he was transforming into it at nights. They confronted him with the evidence that they collected, which, over the course of the few days they'd been there, had become compelling enough for him to elect to share the final piece of the puzzle, that the stranger who had been spotted in the town by a few of the townfolks had conducted some form of ritual with him to cure his previously gravely ill daughter. Drumnus led the party into the woods, the place where the Dragonborn had completed the ritual with him, where they found him still set up camp. After an encounter where the Dragonborn forced Drumnus to transform and attack the party, the scaly bad man was slain. Quite brutally by Madeline.
What's that his name? Scaly Badman.
Sure.
I don't remember if Madeline killing. But, I mean, I trust you. I just don't remember.
Yeah, because I think Raoul cast hold person on him, or something like that. And then you were trying to get him to make Drumnus stop attacking, but he just didn't. So Madeline just kind of slit his throat.
Queen.
Nice.
And then once he was dead, Drumnus reverted back to his human form.
Cool.
And it's here that we pick back up. You scoured the place for loot last time, and you found what there was to find. It is Tuesday of the 12th week of Vivo, according to Zara, so that's what we're going with. Does that line up with other people's notes? I'm assuming it does.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Check.
Perfect. I'm glad you keep track of the date better than I do during the session. So yes, it is Tuesday of the 12th week of Evil. It's late afternoon. And you are in the clearing where you have just slain this dragon form fellow, and Drumnus is back to normal. So, what are you up to?
Do we have the map up? Oh, we do. Nice. Dimitri's gonna go check on Drumnus and make sure he's okay.
Yes, he's thanks to the magic of plot magic, his clothes are intact, even though he got bigger. But he's on the ground and he's just kind of like rising up.
That was crazy. You were like this big, and you had like claws like this, and you had like big teeth, and you were like going crazy and just attacking everyone. Are you okay? He's gone.
Yeah,
You're okay, we think. Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine. He's dead.
We look over at the corpse. Is he dead?
He's pretty dead.
Yes.
Good. And I turned back when you killed him.
I believe so, yes. I think, does that mean you're, like, good now? Or will you, like, turn back? Like, do you think it's done? Are you cured?
From what he was saying, he said that the transformations were fueling his magics.
So I guess if he has no more magics to fuel, then you don't need to transform anymore.
That is what I would like to believe.
Perhaps it would be
makes
worth
sense.
us staying around for a day or two just to make sure we don't want any more werewolf events.
Yes, I was
Well,
going to
by-
suggest the same thing.
By any regard, it's getting on a bit anyway. I know
Yes,
it's a full
so,
day's travel from here to Draganov, so we would, of course, likely be staying anyway. But yes, you can stay the night in our town, of course.
Thank you. Oh, the Dragonborn's magic was curing your daughter. Do you think she's okay?
I hope so. There's only one way to find out.
Yes, are you good to
Shall
walk?
we head back? Yes. Yes, I think I'll be okay.
Let's go.
Alright. So you all heading back to town then?
Yee.
Yeah.
Alright. So you make the trek back into the village. And it takes I think it takes about half an hour. That's how long it took last time.
Mm.
And you eventually find your way back to the edge of the village. And Drumnus says to you, Kiara, you've earned your reward as promised. Come to my house.
All right.
And he guides you back through town to his house. As you
How do you spell Drumnus? Sorry.
pretty much as it sounds, Drumnus.
I will say,
N-U-S.
for the entire walk back, Dimitri has been like reenacting the fight and telling the mayor how cool it was, and like using like sound effects and being very gesticulating a lot with his hand.
As you're doing this, he smiles softly, and anyone more observant would have noticed you hadn't seen him smile before.
Oh.
Aww.
I don't know if this would happen, but I can very easily see it happening. That Dimitri sort of gets carried away in time story and would sort of come and tell Madeline or Val the story, and they'd just sort of stand nodding, going, "Yep, yep, thank you."
100%. He was like, and Madeline then was like, "Pachow!"
Pacha, is that the sound of a throat being slit?
Exactly.
That is what Madeline said as she drew the blade across.
That's our tagline.
Just I think in Dimitri's head, every time Madeline waves a knife around, she just goes "pachow."
Exactly.
Every time she waves it around, Dimitri goes Pacha.
Yeah.
So supportive. We love it.
But yes, he guides you through the streets of the residential district. And but as you approach his house, he seems to slow down a wee bit, and as he reaches the front door, he hesitates.
Are you okay?
Yes, yes. Just don't know what I'm going to find on the other side.
What do you mean? Oh. No, what do you mean?
I think he means his daughter.
Oh! Yeah. Like brain moments with Madeline.
Wow.
You want...
Here we go then.
Oh.
Yeah. He opens the door and steps through. He leaves it open. Do you follow him in, or...?
I think maybe wait like a second.
Okay.
Suddenly standing
You're
at the door.
waiting outside, then as he goes in, you hear him call out for, Maddie, I'm back. And you hear silence for a moment. Before you hear the sounds of feet running down stairs.
Whew.
The sound of a young girl's voice saying, Daddy!
Ooh. Scary little child.
Not the best voice, but you know, we'll take it. Here, if you're listening out, you would hear him saying, "Just tell me where to go and play for the rest of the day." And a short moment after that, a young human girl emerges from the front door, pauses, surprised, looking at you all for a moment. Yeah.
Madeline will give her a smile.
And she looks at Dimitri and says, "That's a big sword." And then
It is,
runs off.
isn't it?
And then she just runs off without saying anything else.
Dimitri smiles at the mayor.
He comes back to the doorway and lets out a heavy sigh. Wow. It seems fortune is on our side. Well, my side. And hers today. Would you come in? I'll see about your reward. As we agreed.
Nodding.
And he beckons for you to come in.
Head on in.
Please, take a seat at the table. I'll just get it from upstairs. He gestures to his table and disappears upstairs.
Madeline will go have a seat.
So will Rel.
Mm-hmm. Dimitri too.
After another short moment, he appears back down the stairs in his house again, with a pouch in his hand. He comes and he sits
Oh,
down.
I think
at the
my
table.
delivery's here. I'm going to have to disappear. I'll be back in a minute.
It's all right.
No problem.
And he says to the four of you, you have very much earned this, of course. 100 gold to split amongst you however you wish. The four of you.
How much gold, sorry?
100.
Between the...
Between the four of you. To be split however you want.
Oh,
Yes,
hello, Cass.
Because Casper
Oh,
is
yeah!
here.
I was like, who's the... Yeah, okay.
Yes, Casperin is here, but she's uncanonically quiet.
That's 25 gold each. That's pretty good.
And you said you were wanting to stick around an extra night. Wow. I'll see that I'll see that there will be no charge for yourselves for tonight's stay.
Well, thank you very much.
Very generous.
It's the least I can do after everything you've done. Well, I suppose that would be our business concluded.
I seem so.
What's next for you all?
Oh, I don't know. I think I'm going to buy a cloak or a cape. What about you?
Who's that directed at? Who was that question directed to? Sorry.
To Drumnus.
Oh, wow. It'll be back to business as usual here, I suppose.
Yes, nice little towns.
I
It'll
might
be
have
good
to
to
see
have
about
things back to
getting-
normal.
I might need to see about increasing the guard presence, but
Pretty fair.
hmm.
It has been a crazy time. Do you think you'll tell everyone that it was you, or do you think you'll just say that, we dealt with it, it's gone, don't worry anymore?
I think it would confuse some of the townfolk.
Pretty fair, pretty fair. What are you going to buy with your money, Madeline?
I think I'm going to buy a lot of meat.
Yes.
And maybe some arrows.
Very good idea. Raoul, if he is here.
Ral is dissociating currently.
Very, very interesting, Raoul. Yes, I would get that too. That sounds great. Well, Mr. Mayor, it has been a pleasure. I'm glad both you and your daughter are okay.
Likewise.
But I believe it is time for us to go sleep, because I am very sore.
Yeah, sorry about that.
That's okay. I have had
I did
worse.
give you quite the battle, though, eh? He says with a
Yes,
sly smile on his face.
if you ever turn into a big monster again, please let us know, because it was very fun. Or if you know anyone else that is turning into monsters, please let us know.
You'll be the first to know.
Thank you. Well, shall we go, Madeline, Raoul, Kat?
Let me accompany you back to Carrots.
Oh, thank you.
I'll see that there's no charge for you tonight.
Thank you. What was the innkeeper's name, sorry?
Careth.
Careth.
Yes.
How's it spelled?
Kareth.
Thanks.
So you're heading back to the inn?
Yeah.
All right. So you head back over, and it's another busy night. And in fact, as you step through the door, some of the immediately some of the regulars there that you'd have come to start to recognize, they immediately jump on Casperin and pull her away, demanding that she has a drink with them after her performance the other night.
Bye, Cass.
And she says to you, "Oh, I'll just go for one. Don't worry about my accent."
That's
Very
what happens when
sorry,
she sobers
Rihanna.
up.
Must have hit her head in the fight or something.
She'll be fine. Well, what do you want to do? Do we get drunk?
Here, let me go. Let me go speak to Karen, and then I will leave you to your celebrations or whatever it is you do.
So it's so funny to me about Drumnus just standing there, Dimitri turned to Madeline and being like, so, let's get fucked. And Drumnus is just like, okay. Like,
I'm back. Sorry about
see,
that.
I'm dealing with some alcoholics. Oh, hello, Charles.
Hello.
You didn't miss much. You gained 25 gold,
Very nice.
and Drumnus has said that he'll arrange there to be no charge for your room tonight at the inn.
Always appreciated.
And he's with you. He's just gone with you back to the inn, and you're all there now.
Thanks.
And that was him just saying that he was going off to speak to Gareth to sort out to arrange for your night to be free tonight.
Right. Good stuff.
So so Drumnus goes over to the bar and starts speaking to Gareth.
Madeline is looking over at him, and she kind of like leans over to Dimitri and is like, "Do you think the drinks will be free as well?"
We could ask.
Val rolls his eyes.
Madeline's gonna sidle over, just sort of leaning on the bar next to Drumnus.
Sorry?
I said Madeline just sort of will, like, sidles on over.
You come
hear
over as
the
he's
terms
just
you said.
finishing.
Ah.
He's finishing the conversation, and he's just saying, "So yes, I'll take care of it tomorrow. Is that all right?" And Carrot says in reply to Drumnus, "Yes, that'll be fine. You're a good man, of course." Ah, it's you, he says, looking pointedly. Carrot says, looking pointedly at you, Madeline.
Yes, it's good to see you too, Gareth.
Yes, always a pleasure.
Is he being sarcastic? I don't remember the past interactions I've had with this man, so I can't remember.
Roll insight
Okay,
if you want.
sure. I don't know. I can't remember why he would dislike me if he dislikes me.
Seeing
Or
as
is
it
he
was
just-
just
has
the
he
other
been
day, you
grumpy
might
always?
remember that he was always quite gruff, and then
Okay.
he asked you to tell him if you were going to be coming back late, and then you didn't, and made him get
Okay.
up in the middle of the night, and he was
Oh
didn't
yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
very
he did
much.
not like us. Oops.
Well, that was a 12.
Yeah, you can probably infer from your past interactions with him as well. You can probably kind of tell that, like, he doesn't mind taking your money. He's very happy to take your money. But you're not his favorite customers.
Wow. Madeline, in that case, is going to say, it's a good thing all of this stuff with your werewolf had a happy ending. I bet you'll be
As
glad
you
we
get
took care
partway
of that
through
for
that,
you.
Drumnus just kind of shushes you partway, like pulls you partway through that, and like pulls you aside and whispers to you, "Perhaps we should just let them see that it's finished when there are no more attacks. Avoid
Oh,
unnecessary questions or rumors."
yeah, it's alright.
Thank you. Well, I've seen to your arrangements, so I'll be off home now.
It was lovely to meet you, and thank you, Mr. Drumnus.
Yes, of course. Have a good night now.
Dimitri salutes.
Thank you. Yeah, and then he nods to you all and heads out.
Well, who wants a drink?
Me, please. Ugh.
Before we get very drunk,
Mm.
shall we go home tomorrow morning then?
Yes, assuming that nothing happens.
Sounds good to me.
I found
And then
it
we can see about some new jobs, maybe.
Yeah. Good to keep busy.
Yes, good money now.
Yes. 25 gold each. Not bad at
Mhm.
all.
I wonder what I could buy.
Well, I think a round of drinks is as good a start as any, so
Are you saying
Let's
this,
go.
Are you still at the bar when you're saying this, or
probably near the bar.
as you say a round of drinks, Kareth looks at you and he says, "Well, you're in luck there. The first one's been paid for."
Oh.
Yes.
Lovely.
So, what's it to be?
I'll have a mead if you have any. And if not, just any ale will do.
Me too. Dimitri's eating a bag of nuts.
Where did he get those?
I don't know, he found them.
Did he find like a half-eaten bag just on like a table that hasn't been cleared yet?
I think so.
Well, we might have something. Suppose luckily for you, it's his money you're spending.
Yeah.
The best money to spend is someone else's.
Right, so that's one mead, one ale, and what for yourself?
Another mead as well.
Another mead. Right, well, if you give me one moment, and he heads into the little back room. And then re-emerges a moment later with a couple of glasses of mead. Puts them on the table, and then from a barrel gets a big glass of ale and puts that on the bar as well. There you go. Next ones will cost you though, I'm afraid, as normal.
Well, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Of course.
And with that,
The bar closes at midnight.
we will keep that in mind.
And for context, it's probably like early-ish, getting into mid-evening.
Okay. We should probably go to bed not too late, because we remember last time having to travel with a heavy head.
We do have a long journey ahead of us.
Unfortunately.
There are plenty of there are a few empty tables that you could find one.
Nice.
Alright, but you find yourself a nice wee table with one back is against a wall, so you've got a wee bit cozy, and it's not too far from the fire, but not so close that it's like blazing either. So it's quite
Cozy.
Yeah.
Well, if no one else is doing anything, Dimitri is just going to start drinking.
So is Madeline.
Before everyone starts drinking, Val will suggest a toast
Hmm.
to Final Flight
To final flight.
To Final Flight.
and many more successful missions.
I'll drink to that.
Me too. And clink,
Clink.
Think.
clink, clink.
Aw. Well, I'm disappointed. I gave you such an easy setup there for a joke. I said, I'll drink to that, to which the obvious answer is, Madeline, you'll drink to anything. And you didn't say it.
It's because he's getting nicer.
He's
I
softening.
didn't think it needed saying.
Oh, there we go. That's more like it.
Do you think Charlie will have another job for us already?
I don't know, but I hope so.
He's
And
been
I hope
pretty
it
good
pays as well.
at securing them.
The money is quite nice.
Word must be getting around, I suppose.
About time.
Yeah.
I suppose we have quite a range now of where we've done successful missions.
Yes, we're making a portfolio at this point.
I mean, it's been, what, 3 weeks?
Yeah, we're
Oh
up and
god, it's been
coming.
3 weeks.
This is the start of the third week.
Ooh.
What is not to love about us? We are very popular.
True.
You've now spent more time without Realm than with him.
No! No! Why would you say that?
Why would you mention this to us?
Madeline is depressed suddenly. No, she's fucking.
Do you guys think that we might find Realm soon? I kinda miss him.
Me too. I don't know. I don't know about soon, but I hope so.
There might be letters for us when we get back. I sent some away. Maybe we have more information.
Maybe.
Let's hope so.
That would be nice.
Madeline gives a sort of not extremely convincing smile and has a long sip of mead.
Dimitri pulls out the little chip of Hearthstone that he got from the forest, and he's just sort of playing with it in his fingers while he drinks and chats.
So what time are you leaving tomorrow?
Early. I want to get back before the shops close.
Okay.
Wait, it takes a day, doesn't it? Maybe we won't make it.
You would remember that when you arrived in Dali, it was mid to late evening.
When was that? Did we leave the morning? Oh,
Yes, you
that
did.
day.
Well, I'll go tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, the day after tomorrow.
Hey, Madeline.
Yes.
I've been meaning to ask, what is the instrument you play again?
Let me double check. I think it's yes. The lute.
What's that? What does it do?
It's well, it has strings and you pluck them. And it makes music that way.
Oh, like chansos.
Did Chancellor have a lute as well?
He had a mandolin.
Okay, sort of like chansos. Yeah, similar.
Did I play it?
Yes. It's in my... I don't remember if she brought it with her, actually, but I think she probably would have. In which case, she will say, it's in my room. I can go get it down.
Yeah, that would be good. I can
Sure.
practice on the walk home. I can serenade you both.
Yes. Well,
Val is making subtle "don't do this, this is a terrible mistake" sort of eyes towards Madeline.
well. Why don't then... I'll get it down now, and I'll show you a basic tune, and you can play that tomorrow.
Sounds great.
Yeah. Madeline's not making eye contact with Ral. She'll go upstairs and go get her lute and bring it down. And then she'll take a seat at the table. And she will endeavour to show Dimitri how to play to play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. That is what she will show him.
All right. Madeline, performance check for
Okay.
your teaching your teaching.
Okay. What is my performance modifier? That is. Oof, that's a 10. Not terribly good.
Okay. Dimitri, make a performance check for your learning.
Ooh. Where's Dimitri's sheet? Ooh, that was a bad roll. That's 8.
Yeah, Dimitri, you try it, but you get a little. You start to be getting a little grasp of the basics, and you can strum the strings, okay, and you can make the notes, but you think it might take a bit more practice before you can quite get the tune to come out convincingly.
He gives it his best shot.
Madeline kind of rubs the back of her neck and is like, I'm not, admittedly, the best teacher in the world.
Well, it is very fun nonetheless. Ral, do you play any instruments?
Do I play any instruments? Good question. No, Val does not play any instruments.
Boo. We could start a band if we found Shanso again. That would be fun.
It would be. Get Cass
I've
on
never been
board
one
as well.
with much time for music myself.
Or you're too busy with your books.
Of course.
Well, playing music's good, you know. It keeps the mind limber.
I'm very limber, look. And Dimitri's going to touch his toes.
Yes.
Yes, you can tell Dimitri hasn't been playing.
Make a dexterity check.
Rude. Oh! That is a... Oh, where's the sheet gone? Sorry, 1 minute. That is a 20, unnatural.
Okay. Yeah, you manage it fine. If you'd had more to drink, it would have had disadvantage. You very smoothly touch your toes, and it looks completely effortless.
It is. It is. He's an acrobat. What do you guys think we'll do, like, forever? Do you think we'll always be going on adventures and stuff? When do we retire?
I don't know.
Early to be thinking about that, isn't it?
I guess. I was just wondering.
I don't know. I hate to think of myself. I don't know. Sitting down, stopping. No. Retiring doesn't sound very appealing to me.
Maybe you'll go out in a blaze of glory, in a little wheelchair, with your little walking stick and your little white hair.
That's something to think about. Hmm. Do you want to... What do you want to do, Dimitri?
I think I want to open a pub. That would be fun. And I do what Charlie does. I would give out jobs to people.
That would be nice.
And then when I die, I want to get made into a sword.
You want to get made into a sword?
Yes, my bones or something.
Can't deny a dream.
I'm sure if you're desperate to fulfill that, there'll be someone who can cast some sort of polymorph.
Oh my gosh, imagine. Oh no, it has to be something one of you guys could use, like a little dagger or a book. I don't think I'd want to become a book, though. That sounds kind of dull. No offense. Maybe I could become an arrow and Madeline could shoot me at people. That would be funny.
We will consider that if you fall in battle, but hopefully that day will be a long way.
Thank you. Me too. Me too.
What about you, Ral?
I don't know. Life can be long and have many unexpected twists and turns. I think it's hard to say where you'll end up. But I wouldn't mind returning to academia one day. Perhaps with more insight on the world.
Insight is always handy. What would you study?
Well, I'm curious. Our experiences with the whole crown thing have shown that not all history is recorded, or at least not recorded accurately. I'm wondering what else has been missed out there, and if perhaps that can link back into my own research with the gods of this land.
That would be cool.
Who knows
Surely
what myths and legends have been forgotten?
Surely no one would ever lie about the gods, though. Gods don't lie.
All right.
Yeah, that would be silly.
All right.
Very cheeky.
No, that would be interesting. Hey, maybe we'll find more things then. I hope we do hear about Realm soon. I hope he's okay.
Me
We
too.
can take the crown off of him then. You know. Oh my god. I mean, that's how I envision him.
Yeah, if Jobs was human, I can definitely see that, but it's it doesn't work very well for non-humanoid characters.
No.
Ral worked really well. I'm very impressed with Ral.
Grimsby looks too Hollywood.
He looks like a character from one of the old Star Wars games. I can see that being a character.
He looks straight, and that's just not.
Yeah. It's just not accurate.
It's wrong.
It's not right for Grimsby. Yeah. I think Dimitri's just going to sort of like drink a little bit. I don't think he's going to get super drunk. He's being quite sensible because he remembers his hangover from the other day.
I would say Madeline doesn't go crazy. I think she probably drinks more than Dimitri does, but she doesn't go crazy. If I remember correctly, I don't think she got hungover, so she's still feeling relatively
Fresh.
invincible. That too.
He probably does have a high tolerance to it at this point.
Yeah, probably.
So you up to anything else?
I don't think anything big for Dimitri. Just a drinking montage.
Are you getting any more drinks?
Maybe one more. I think Dimitri will have 2, and that's it.
Another
Well,
mug
just-
of ale would be 4 copper.
I shall pay that.
Ral will just sip his one drink slowly, as he usually does.
I feel like Madeline probably has 2 drinks for everyone else having 1 drink, so I think she probably has 4 over the course of the night. And it's going to be
does she
meat
stick
every
to the
time
meat?
because she's not going to mix. Yes.
Meat is expensive,
Yep.
and
got
Kareth
meat.
doesn't have a lot of it, so
Okay.
he charges even more.
Okay.
So you're
Scam.
looking at, you're looking at like 2 silver per glass.
Oh, fine. That's fine. So that's 6 silver altogether? No. Yeah.
Well,
Well,
it's just-
Madeline would just give him a gold.
you're having
and-
another 3 drinks.
Yes.
All right, make a.
Over the course of the night.
Okay.
Not like all at once. She's not shotting meat.
Yeah, that would have made you make a Constitution saving throw.
No, like over the course of the night before she goes to bed.
Did you get a meal as well?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, if anyone who's getting a meal, which I don't remember if you ate that morning, so you probably should just
Dimitri will, yeah.
yeah, you can just deduct 6 copper.
Mm-hmm.
Madeline just gives Kareth a gold and tells him to keep the change because she doesn't feel like doing maths.
All right, thank you. I think a gold covers your meal as well, actually.
Yeah.
You gave him 4 copper. Very
Eh?
generous. 4 copper extra.
No. 'Cause if it was 6 silver,
Oh, like 2 silver and whatever. It's fine. It's fine.
Do you know
Was
what
it
I
100 copper
hate?
to gold? Sorry, after you.
Oh, 100 copper to gold.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what I hate?
what?
I hate rations.
Okay, yeah. I mean,
I'm
they're
sick
not
of eating them.
Mm.
Can we like buy food that's nicer for our trips?
Sure. I could try and do some hunting on the road as well sometime.
That would be cool. I've never been hunting before. We should do that on the way back. That would be cool. We could make a meal.
Yeah. Self-sufficient.
Self-sufficient.
Over the course of the evening, you occasionally hear loud bouts of laughter from the table that Gasperin's sitting at.
Oh, she's having a good time.
Sounds like it, yeah.
I think other than that, I think Dimitri's just going to do like a drinking montage kind of thing until
Yeah.
they go to bed.
Madeline will like strum a little on her lute and just sort of relax and have her meal and her drinks.
And Ral.
Well, we'll just sort of sit absorbing the scenery and speak when spoken to, but otherwise fairly quiet.
Well, the evening passes you by as you enjoy your time, just taking a bit of time for yourselves after the busy few days you've had here. And eventually it comes time where you hear Kareth calling for last orders, and you get your last drinks, and a short while after that he closes the bar and wishes you all good night and invites all non-residents to leave. And he then, when all of the other patrons left, it's the 4 of you left downstairs, and he heads up to his own room.
As does Dimitri.
Very good.
That's
So
okay.
you all go to your rooms and you just go into bed.
I think so. I think Dimitri's sleepy.
I'll head off to bed with a brief good night.
Yes.
Good night. Grimsby, Jesus. Dimitri will say good night to Cass as well at some point.
Well, she's in the room with Madeline, maybe?
Oh yeah,
I don't remember how you sorted out which rooms were which.
That sounds right.
I believe so.
Yeah. So yeah, you all head off to bed and you get drift off to sleep after a pleasant evening. And we roll around to the next morning. It's now Wednesday of the 12th week of Vivo. So who do you think would be waking up first?
Dimitri's up quite early, I think.
Well, as
He's
usual,
doing his-
doesn't sleep for the whole night, so
Mhm.
you'll probably be up fairly early as well.
Yeah, you wake up in your rooms. Yeah, you're awake in your rooms. What are you up to, Dimitri and Ral?
Go ahead, Ral.
Well, we'll get some breakfast.
Yeah, you head downstairs. It's a bit quieter than last night, but there are a few of the lumber workers getting some breakfast at the inn before they start their day, and Kareth is there as well at the bar, ready to be taking orders.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Breakfast, please.
Very good. oatmeal.
Sounds great. Thank you.
Good. That'll be 6 copper, not silver. 6 copper.
Here you go.
Thank you. And he goes through to the kitchen at the back and returns with a bowl of oatmeal.
Great. Thank you. Rel will take the oatmeal, go to a table in the corner if possible, look around shiftily, and then reach into the bag, pull out the honey, and put a little spoonful of honey in it.
Yay.
It tastes a lot better with that honey in it. It's good honey.
And Rel will just sit there happily munching away while waiting for the others to wake up, expecting to be waiting quite a while given Madeline's in party.
Dimitri, I think you were awake somewhat early as well.
Yeah, Dimitri is going to get up. He's going to check on his like wounds from the fight and like reapply the bandages and like wash them and stuff. Do his morning stretches, and then sort of just get all his stuff together. I think he's probably not going to wear his armor back. I think he's going to keep his armor in his pack. And yeah, and then go down and join whoever's downstairs. And also get some oatmeal.
Yeah, the oatmeal is it's not very exciting. It's fine. Could do with some nice honey to brighten it up. But that's not a problem for Ral though.
Dimitri will try and steal some.
Oh, it went straight back in Rel's bag. It's not out on the table.
Oh, damn it, never mind. Dimitri looks at Ral's oatmeal that has honey in it and goes, and just keeps eating his.
Yeah. So, Madeline, do you think you'd be waking up anytime soon?
Yeah, probably. I mean, I don't know what Cass, when Cass gets up,
Wow.
but I think Madeline would feel like sharing a room with someone. She feels a bit self-conscious anyway, so she probably gets up pretty soon after she wakes up for once. And is going to get in her leathers and everything, and get her bow and her pack and everything. So she's just ready to go as soon as everyone else is, and then she'll head downstairs.
Casperin matches it and matches that, and pretty much just comes down with you.
Nice.
And do you get some breakfast as well?
Yeah. She'll just ask, do you have any apples or anything?
Possibly. I have my own supply, but I would be willing to part with it, I suppose.
Oh, well, that's nice of you. I don't tend to like heavy food first thing in the morning. That's all.
That's all right. 2 copper will be fine.
Here you go.
Thank you. And he goes and gets you an apple.
Nice.
So you going to join the others?
Yeah. She'll just curl up on
Yeah.
a chair on the table, just munch on her apple.
Casperin joins you as well. With her own breakfast.
What's it? Looking outside, what kind of day does it look like? Does it look like a nice day?
Yes. It seems pleasant. It's not overly sunny, but not dreary either. It seems like a decent day for traveling. So you up to anything else? Oh, you having your
might do a-
breakfast?
Check in on the mayor after breakfast just to make sure
Yeah.
he's all right.
Yeah, fair enough. So you're heading over?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You head on over. and make your way to the mayor's house. Give his door a knock, or what
Yeah.
are you
A
doing?
little knock.
Yeah. You knock on his door, and a short time later, the door opens, and on the other side is Mayor Drumness in his pajamas.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning.
We just wanted to make sure you didn't, turn into a werewolf in the night or whatever.
Oh, no, not at all. Not at all. Well, in fact, last night was the best sleep I've had in some time.
It is very good to hear.
In that
Thank
case,
you.
I suppose we'll get a move on.
Yes, I think we are heading back. So,
Well,
if you ever need anything,
very good.
give us a shout. Here is our address if you ever need to write. Oh, wait, you sent a letter to Charlie, obviously, so you do know where we are. Duh. In that case, goodbye.
Have a safe journey back. It's been a pleasure.
Likewise. And
Very much so.
say bye. Say we said bye to Maddie.
Yes.
I will. Well, it'll be time for her lessons soon, so I should get going.
Of course.
All right.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Have a safe trip. And he closes the door.
Home, I suppose.
I suppose so.
Onwards.
Onwards and upwards.
About that, says Casperin,
Hmm.
I've decided to stay.
In Dali?
Yes, well, my performance was received so well and the tips were so good. I think they could do with it.
After the
That is pretty
few weeks
fair.
they've had. Yeah.
Hmm.
Do you think you'll ever be back in Draganov?
Oh, maybe one day, probably. Maybe.
Well,
We'll see.
if you ever do, you should come say hello.
Hmm.
And
I
if we
will.
ever come by here, we'll come see you too.
I'm sure we'll meet again someday.
I'm very sure we will.
It's been fun. There'll be a good song out of this, I'm sure.
At least one.
It has been good travelling with you.
And of course, you're welcome for the introduction to my tailor.
Yes. I'm going to get a cloak. I'm very excited.
Good luck. All right. Well, I'll see you off to the edge of town.
Goodbye. Oh, wait. I mean, hello. I mean, yes. Sorry. I was reading something else and said that. I wasn't paying complete attention. Sorry.
To
She's
complete
like, I'll
little
see you
breakdown
at the
from
town, and Dimitri's like,
Absolutely.
no, you won't.
Yeah. Get out of here. Sorry, I was distracted. I was checking back on my notes to see if I noted something down. I did.
So yeah, she accompanies you to the edge of the town, of the village. And as you start to make your way down the road, she leaves and waves as you start your way down the path.
Belle will give a little wave back.
Meech turns around and waves as well. Big wave.
Alright, so you begin your journey back to Draganov. The journey through the woods back to the main road is quiet and uneventful. But eventually you do find yourselves back at the main road again. And as you do, some clouds have gathered, and some light rain starts to fall.
Ugh.
Pathetic fallacy.
I hate rain.
Mm.
And then you continue on.
Yeah.
it gets-
Dimitri's gonna
Yep.
make sure that his map book is kept dry at the bottom of his bag.
Yeah, you're used to this. You've been traveling for a while. You know the drill,
Hmm.
and you managed to do it with ease.
Madeline is like a hood, and she draws it up to protect her head as much as she can.
And then another wee while passes, and you find yourselves at the Ogrimmar Woods again. Into the like kind of the section in which you first encountered the gnolls, and then later the strange fleshy gnolls.
Undead.
And you make your way
Anything
through
suspicious going on here?
make a perception check.
Oh.
Could Madeline also?
Yeah.
Dimitri got a 11.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Madeline did not. Madeline got a 5.
You don't notice anything out of the ordinary.
Shocker.
So yeah, it's getting to be late afternoon now as you're going through this wooded section. You up to anything or pressing on?
Dimitri's gonna ask Madeline if they could like hunt a rabbit or something.
I can try. And
He's
Madeline,
gonna try and egg Ral on into joining. Come on, it'll be fun. It'll be like in the olden days where they used to like live in the forests or whatever people did back then. I don't.
I think people still live in forests, Dimitri.
Yeah, people still do hunt. Actually, that's true.
You met someone that lived in a forest on one of your previous missions.
Oh yeah.
We
He was
recently killed a
old, though.
dragonborn who lives in a forest. Or lived in a forest.
Yeah.
People in forests are always quite interesting. We can be interesting.
I don't think anyone will ever say we're not.
True.
All right, so you're doing some hunting.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Madeline,
Mm-hmm.
make a survival check to see if you can get onto the trail of a rabbit.
Okay. Oh, that's more like it. That is a 25.
Ooh.
Oh, very good. You go off the main road a wee bit into the wood line, and it doesn't take you long before you find some telltale signs of rabbit droppings and nibbled foliage. You, with your expert tracking knowledge, reckon that because of how recent they are, there's probably a rabbit just likely grazing maybe 20 meters away, just past some more foliage. Do you make your way over?
Yes, very quiet.
Make a stealth check.
Okay. Is Dimitri following her?
Dimitri is. He's staying
Anyone
very
that's going
close.
with you needs to make a stealth check.
Yes, she
Dimitri
will
is trying to
gesture
copy
to him.
Madeline.
Bless.
Whenever she finds like droppings or nibbles and she like looks at it, he like after she walks away, he also looks at it in the same way. And is like following the exact footsteps she's doing.
Well,
Val got a
Mad-
21 for stealth, and will just sort of follow quietly behind. He won't pick up droppings and stuff to look at it.
Dimitri is not wearing his armor, so he does not have disadvantage on this for once. But he's still got a 4.
Well, Madeline has got probably what will be her only nat 20 this session, following a rabbit. So
Yeah, baby.
that's 28 total.
And Ral,
21.
let me do some maths. So your group stealth check is 17. Yeah, so you push through the foliage, and just a few moments later, you find that you can see a rabbit about 10 meters away from you. Yeah, and it's grazing at some foliage amongst the trees, and it does not seem to have spotted you all.
Then Madeline is going to knock an arrow
Mm-hmm.
and try and shoot it.
All right, make an attack roll.
Okay. That is a 22.
22 hits.
Okay. And I believe that benefits from sneak attack. And I
I'm
think
gonna
she'll
be
need it on
honest
a
with
rabbit.
you, it doesn't matter.
Nice. Just eviscerates
I
this
googled
rabbit.
rabbit 5e stats.
Mhm.
1 hit point.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this for free. Its passive perception is 12.
Weak.
Yeah, well, thought it would be higher, but you know what? That's just what I'm going with. So yeah, you knock your arrow and let it fly, and it goes straight into the rabbit's neck. It didn't see it coming.
Nice.
Not to ask, but does Dimitri pretend to fire an arrow as well?
He's like watching Madeline like knock the arrow, and he's like pretending to do it as well. Invisible.
A bit.
And he does go "pachow" as it fires. But very quietly, like under his breath, goes like "pachow."
Bless. Well, I guess with that, Madeline will go up and will retrieve the rabbit.
That was
And we'll
so
sort
cool.
of get her arrow out of it with a bit of a wiggle.
Now,
Yeah, there we are.
I was just going to say, nobody asked for this, but I've been fiddling with a Bailey bell, and I've turned the wax into a D6.
Nice.
Very good.
New dice. Sell it on Etsy.
It probably could, actually. But yes. Yeah, you catch yourself a rabbit.
Madeline will turn around and she'll be like, well, later we'll set up camp and I'll show you how to skin it.
Yes.
And then
I'm
we
so
can
glad
have
we
for
get
dinner.
something that isn't oatmeal or crackers.
It'll make a nice change of pace.
You would reckon that there's you're over halfway back to Draganov by now, and on your current trajectory, you've probably, because you've made this journey before, you'd probably reckon you will get back there. Like if you keep going on the steady kind of pace, you would get there for late evening.
Nice. Well, I guess she'll show Dimitri how to skin it when they're back home.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So you're heading back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So you continue on your journey back. It doesn't take you long before you re-emerge from the Ogrimmar woods. And as you're walking the last stretch back to Draganov, the rain lets off.
Now we don't need to have a bath.
Well, I mean, could probably still benefit from one.
Dimitri makes a face like, okay, sure, whatever. Weirdo.
Val will just sort of click his fingers and cast prestidigitation on himself to clean all his clothes and himself, if that works like that.
Dimitri shakes himself like a dog.
Prestidigitation kills 99.9% of bacteria.
He makes a face mask. Anti-COVID measures.
Yes, another couple of hours pass, and you find yourselves approaching the gate, the big gate of Draganov. And it's now getting to be mid-late evening as you reach the gate.
Are our favourite guards there?
You don't see any guards, because the guards are typically on the inside.
Oh, true.
Madeline's gonna stand behind Dimitri and Ral just in case.
Right, you gonna knock on the gate?
Bonk, bonk, bonk.
A wee, viewing door opens up, and a guard that you sadly don't recognize particularly peeks out at you and says, 3 to come in. Come on. The wee viewing door closes, and you hear the familiar sounds of the gates being opened, and then they open up, and you're beckoned into the city.
Nice.
Nice.
Also, sorry if you hear my typing. I'm just updating my notes very quickly.
Well, I suppose we'd better go see Charlie. Let him know the job's done.
Yes. See if we've gotten any letters or any information.
Hmm.
Yeah.
All right, so you make your way back to your guild hall.
Yeah.
Let me just make a couple of changes to the guild hall map, because it's still set up for that time you were all drunk. There we
That
go.
could be any number of times.
Yeah. Every single time we've been there.
Yeah, you make your way back, and you'll have keys now, so you can just let yourself in, can't you?
Yep.
Or do
Yeah.
you knock anyway, or how do you do it?
She's just gonna probably go in unless anyone else is like.
We sort of live here, so I think
Yeah.
it's probably fine to enter without knocking.
Yeah, so you go through the door, and you can immediately see Charlie is at the table, and he looks up as he sees you, and he says, you're back!
Yes, we are.
Hello.
Oh, it's late, isn't it?
It's getting on.
Have you eaten?
Not really. We had some oatmeal in the
No.
morning.
Well, here, why don't I fix you all up some dinner? You can tell me all about how it all went.
Oh, yes, please. Thank you.
Mhm. So he goes over to the wee kitchenette area and starts start working on some cooking.
Dimitri's probably actually just gonna start telling Charlie everything that happened anyway while he's cooking.
Mhm,
Occasionally walking into the kitchen and getting in the way. Sort of bumbling around excitedly.
So what do you start by telling him? Do you, everything, including the adventure on your way over, or
Yeah, he'd be like, I mean, unless anyone else has anything to chip in, he'd probably just be like, so we were like walking over, and then there were these gnolls. We fought like 8, remember? And then they were back, and they were like, all creepy and gross. So we killed them again, and then we got to the town, and it was like, oh, there's a monster attacking in the night, and we're like, oh, we thought it was the innkeeper, and then we thought it was the guy who was like making in the logging area, but it wasn't him. He was an asshole. He was really rude. And then we thought it was this guy, and then the guards were like, no, maybe this guy. Okay. And then turns out, guess who it was? Guess it was Charlie. You'll never guess who it was.
was it the mayor?
It was the mayor. How did you know?
Well, it seemed kind of obvious, really.
Not to us.
Oh,
Charlie,
right.
you should be the one going on the adventures then.
Oh, no, my adventuring days are over.
Well, you make very good pancakes, so it is okay.
Now,
But yeah.
that is. Now, you mentioned you saw gnolls there in the woods again.
Yes.
He animated somehow.
Yeah.
That's strange. That's very strange.
It was very weird.
I heard something similar while you were away.
Really?
Hmm. And he comes back and he brings you all some bowls of stew with like meat and potatoes.
Thanks, Charlie.
Yes. A couple of days ago, I was in the produce market, and I overheard a trader from Dranmont, the town between Draganov and Montana. Apparently, a strange-seeming gnoll was encountered near the town's graveyard.
Whoa.
It was apparently very gravely injured, but also acting strangely. From what I heard, some of the town's guards went to chase it out of town, but they hadn't returned by the next morning, which is when the trader had left to come here.
Oh.
Hmm.
What was the name of this town?
Dranmont.
Granmont.
Dranmont.
Dran.
Yes, if you were to spell it, it would be Dranmont.
Oh, and if I were to type it into my Google Docs. Dranmont. Oh, I know that place. I passed it on the way here, apparently.
Yes, you would have. You would
And
have
the guards
passed
never
through
came
it.
back?
Well, not by the time of the morning, at least. I don't know what the situation is. I'd been thinking of suggesting that you maybe go check it out and offer your services, but
Well,
especially
we
if you
were
ever
very
encountered
good.
something similar.
Yes, and we did a really good job with it as well, so I'm sure we'd be able to deal with
Yeah,
one.
sounds like you can handle it.
Why do you think they're showing up?
I've got no idea. I've never really encountered anything like this.
Sorry, where on the map was Dranmont? Sorry, just can't visualize it.
In between Draganov and Montana, I believe.
Yeah, if you look at Roll20.
Yeah, so it's that one there.
Nice.
And the knolls that we saw were up here. So
Yes.
it's a big area, whatever. If it is an effect that's had something bring knolls back to life, it's a big area. Or they're roaming along.
And which
Well,
forest?
It's
Sorry.
considering the fact that if anything is coming back to life, hopefully not, but that means there might be a dead bullet somewhere that's roaming around.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Maybe everything we kill comes back to life. Maybe we're ghosts.
You're not
I'm
a
not
ghost.
convinced.
It was an idea.
Seen ghosts, and you're not one.
You seen ghosts?
Oh, aye. Of course.
I want to see a ghost. Anyway, so do you think we should go and like check it out?
Aye, I reckon so. Might be a few coins to be made if you can sort it out for them.
And we'll never turn our nose at that coin.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Besides, it'd be good to find out where these things are coming from, assuming it's the same.
It's got to be, right?
I would think so.
Should we go tomorrow? We want to get there before anyone else does, do you know what I mean?
How long a trip is it, Charlie?
Oh, probably 2 days.
We could
Although
leave.
after your last job, you should probably take a day to rest. Although it is up to you. I think you did have some errands to run.
Yes, that's what
I do. I have a
Oh,
little things to pick up.
Additionally, more information might come into the city, Bowen.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, Dimitri, a letter arrived for you while you were gone.
Oh yes, who from?
I don't know, because I haven't read it.
Oh, well, that is very
Addressed to
polite
you,
of you.
of course.
Give it here. Give it here.
Here, one moment.
Dimitri,
And he heads into the office.
it's either going to be Nadia, Miyago, or maybe Shanso.
And he emerges again, holding a letter.
And she grabs it and
I'm
then
going
rips it open.
to message it to you,
Ooh.
and you can share it. You can do whatever you want with it. That's up to you.
Interesting. Dimitri's going to instantly start reading it out loud. Dimitri, it is wonderful to hear from you, my friend. Life here is quiet as always, though I have noticed the creatures of the mountain have been getting a little more aggressive lately. I am so pleased to hear you have found something to tie yourself with. I hope the abilities we worked on are coming in useful with your adventuring work. They are. And things are getting more interesting with my predicament, you say. I simply must hear about this. Perhaps I could come for a visit. I could use some new steel anyway. The stuff in Draganov is better than the local smiths here. Let me know what you think. Stay safe and with as much love as ever, Miyago. Guys, my friend Miyago might be coming to visit.
Oh, has Dimitri mentioned Miyago to us before?
I don't think so.
I don't think he has.
Okay.
No. Oh,
Madam-
Miyago's my friend. But I told you that I got exploded, yeah?
Yes.
Yes, he helped me when I exploded and I was out and about. He looked after me. He's very lovely guy.
Sounds like.
Oh, I think you'd all get along. He's very mysterious.
Well, it'd be nice to meet you.
Yes. Okay. How about this? But look, he says, and he showing them the letter. He says the creatures in the mountain have been getting more aggressive lately. Do you think it's something similar to what we've been dealing?
Which mountain is that?
That is. Let me check the map. The one.
Western Lone Mountain.
Wait, which one?
Eastern Lone Mountain, sorry.
Yeah, below Libram, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
that one.
and above Montana.
Oh, hey, we could just maybe if we go to this town, we can just go up there. Oh well, it's quite far up the mountain. Maybe it's better he comes here. Okay, I could send him a letter tomorrow. And
Well,
then,
that is in the zone that the strange occurrences have been happening.
yes.
It's possible it's maybe the centre of it, or at least if it's different creatures behaving strangely, it might be something we can track down what's happening. And then
Yeah, and we could send him a letter maybe and just be like, "Hey, Miyago, come along." But we could also say hey, we're going to on Kundabuv. What is it called? Dranmont.
Dranmont.
We can say, we're going to Dranmont. Do you want to meet us there? We'll be in, like, the inn, I guess. Let's be real, we're always in the inn. So, like, how long does it take, does Dimitri think, for a letter to reach the Western Lonely Mountain? Or the Eastern?
You probably reckon 3 days, maybe?
3 days.
'Cause it
That
was a
could
bit
work
rough.
for us. We might be in Dranmont for a while. We were in Dali for a bit. Maybe it could work.
It'd be good
And-
to speak to him before we. I mean, he might have some relevant information, like when these things started happening in the mountains and so on and so forth.
Yeah, that would be a good idea. Are you guys okay with that?
Fine by me.
All right, I will start writing. Do not interrupt me while I'm writing. And Dimitri's going to start writing a response and let other people do things.
How long does it take to get from the mountain to a town?
That type of distance was probably somewhere in the region of a day and a half to 2 days.
So if we're setting up in a day's time, probably sending a letter tomorrow, that'll take 3 days to get to him. And then let's say another 2 days for him to travel. So they could be there in 6 days, and we could be there in 3 days, effectively. So we'd have to stay there for a few days.
Yeah, that's a good point. Well, maybe if we do leave, because we might be there a little while, maybe. If not, then maybe we can just be like, leave a message at the inn and be like, hey, sorry, we had to go back to Draganov. Oh, sorry, come meet us there. He doesn't do much. I think he's okay to, like, go for a walk. I mean, he kind of just, like, sits around and chills.
Yes, I mean, we'll probably have things to do there anyway if we're going to be investigating this Noel occurrence, so I think we'd be there for a little while.
One thing you might consider... Well, actually, would anyone... Is there any chance anyone would be familiar with, like, postal routes?
Madeline would not. I do not.
No. Wait, well, I don't know.
Well, Dimitri, as you've been there, you would, like... The road, you're mostly familiar with one road to that mountain, because you've been there before.
Mm-hmm.
And you are going down it.
Yeah.
So the post is basically 2 days down to where we're going, and then 1 day up to the mountain.
Pretty much.
Well,
You would
enough.
be... I don't want to say anything in case Dimitri wouldn't realise, but... well, it's up to you, I suppose, if Dimitri would realise that you would essentially be... Yes, you'd essentially be going the same way as the post.
Oh, yeah,
Would
that's
the
a good
post be
point.
on horseback, though?
Oh, yeah, probably, actually.
So it
Yeah.
could be a bit quicker.
Post
Ral,
probably would be quicker.
You're a wizard, Ral. If you make us all tiny, we can all just get in the on and go with the rider.
Well, the idea maybe works. I'm afraid you have too much faith in my magical abilities as of yet.
Don't put yourself down. Have some confidence.
Unfortunately, that doesn't change the fact that I can't make us small.
Okay, well, it was worth a shot.
It's a good idea, though. Maybe in the future.
How about, yeah, maybe we just go then, and then we send a letter back to Miyago when we get there? Because who knows, Miyago might already be there. He's, like, in tune with the world and stuff. Maybe he, like, could sense a disturbance in the force or something. The force of guards, the guard force.
Yeah.
Military force.
Well, there's no harm in doing that, I suppose.
Nice. Sounds good. Do you guys have anything you need to do in Draganov before?
I have a couple of things I'd like to do.
I have some errands as well.
Mm-hmm.
Then perhaps we should travel the day after next.
Yes, we could take tomorrow to complete our errands, relax, recuperate a little, and then travel the day after.
Yes. That's good. Oh man. I like a mystery.
It should prove interesting. What time is it now?
Like,
It's
evening.
like late evening.
Like bedtime, late evening?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
cool.
I'm just gonna go get another drink of juice. I will be right back 1 second.
No worries. Oh, I'm excited to see Miyago. I think you'd get along with him, Ral. You're both very smart people.
And I'm sure it'll be nice to meet him.
It's funny that as soon as we get back, we have to again, though. Maybe we could go to the Dragon's Dungeon. What's it called again? Dragon's...
The
Let me just
Dragon's
check.
Dungeon, yeah.
The Dragon's Dungeon. Maybe we can go to the Dragon's Dungeon to like see what's going on there. Maybe we can hear some more information.
You're just looking for a chance to fight Roslington again, aren't you?
No, I need a new nemesis. He's weak now. I have no interest in weaklings.
Wow.
But if I got to beat him again, it would just prove that I am the strongest.
You wouldn't want there to be any doubt, I suppose.
Exactly. Have you ever arm wrestled before, Ral?
I'm sure I must have at some point, yes. Can't remember when or who against, but I'm sure at some point I must have done it, of course.
Maybe if we all arm wrestle Roslington individually, we can prove the superior group of people. Do you know what I mean?
Or we could save time and do it all at the same time.
That's
sure.
murder. That is group murder. That's illegal. We will get in trouble.
Okay, well, perhaps not then.
But it is a good idea. Yes, okay. So tomorrow we will get up, do all of our little tasks. Do you have anything you need to do in the city?
Nothing urgent, but wouldn't mind a day off.
You could come around with us, me and Madeline. Madeline's probably going to go meet her secret boyfriend or whatever. And me and you, Madeline's like not in earshot, right?
Madeline's off getting a drink.
Nice, Madeline's some
fixing
juice.
herself some juice.
Some squash. Yeah, Dimitri's like, she's probably going to go meet her like secret boyfriend or girlfriend or whoever. So like, she's probably not going to let us go join her anyway. Maybe we could spy on her.
Well, I am curious. I do feel that's something of a breach of trust.
Oh, we'd be helping. I don't think anyone should date someone that their friends don't approve of, you know? Because friends know. What if the like a complete ass?
Nonetheless, I suspect the trouble that it could cause if Madeline were to find out would be...
I'm sorry, if Madeline found out what?
Nothing.
Hi, Madeline, welcome back.
Pardon?
How is your juice? How's your juice, Madeline?
Where
Isn't
are we? Are we
so
still at the-
tasty. We're still at. Well, Madeline went to go get water. Dimitri and Raoul were talking.
Could Madeline insight check them, please?
Go for it.
Thank you. Well, she rolled a 4, so never mind.
Well, we'll do a counter deception. He's probably...
So will Dimitri. Oh, Dimitri beat 4.
So did Rel.
You know, you'd have been better off not making the roll.
Yeah.
All you did was risk failing.
Yeah, but that would have been funny.
It would have been funny. Failure's funny sometimes. Madeline, we were just talking about what we're going to do tomorrow. I'm going to go get some stuff from the tailor.
Mm-hmm.
Raul's probably going to come with me, and you're going to go. Well, where are you going to go, Madeline? Hmm?
Well, I need to go to the tailor myself, actually. So I'll both go there.
Lovely. We can all go in the morning.
The blacksmith. It should be done by now. What do you think? The dagger.
I'd have thought
I don't
so.
remember how long. I'll go and ask him anyway. And
Oh,
other
boy.
than that, I don't know.
No meetings? No friends or anything to meet?
No, not
No.
I can think of.
All right, then. Yeah, okay, we can go to the tailor's in the morning, and then we can come with you to the blacksmith. And then, yeah. Do you think the rabbit will be good for tomorrow? We could maybe eat it tomorrow night.
We could do that. It should be. I better put
Or-
that in the kitchen, actually.
Oh, good idea. Oh, in the icebox. We were thinking we could go to the dragon's dungeon tomorrow night.
That'd be nice. Yeah,
That would be fun.
let's do that. Have a couple
is
of
a
drinks before
plan.
heading the road.
In that case, I am going to go to bed.
So will I.
I think I'll do the same. It has been a long day.
Where's Charlie?
He's dozing off in his seat.
We should probably get the old man to bed too.
The way you said that tickled me. The old man.
Hey, old man, that old rascal. All right, Dimitri's gonna say goodnight to everyone and go to bed.
Madeline's gonna put the rabbit in the kitchen, and then she is gonna do like.
Ral will gently nudge Charlie and make sure he goes to bed before heading up himself.
He jumps awake and he says, "Oh, you got a rabbit. Oh, you can
Sorry,
prepare
I didn't
that
mean to
tomorrow."
scare you.
Yes,
I was just, I thought you'd be more comfortable going to sleep in your own bed than in a chair down here.
Yes, I suppose it is that time. Very well. I'll see you all in the morning.
See you in the morning. Thank you for dinner, Charlie.
Of course.
No, never mind.
So you all head to bed.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you get a good night's sleep, and you benefit from the effects of a long rest.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah,
So
baby.
you can restore any health that you were missing, which nobody was, other than the rabbit. The rabbit
I
Does
hope it
does
doesn't
not.
restore its health.
The
be a
rabbit
bit
does not
tricky.
benefit from a long rest.
That poor rabbit.
You could say it benefits from the longest of rests.
Oh,
Endless
dear.
rest.
sweet.
So yeah, we'll go to the next morning, and before we do, does anyone remember what this little smiley face is about on Dimitri's bed?
Oh, that was me to keep track of which room Dimitri's was, because I don't think
Are
I
they
don't
not
think I
marked?
could remember. They are, but I feel like they weren't at one point.
They
Maybe.
were originally.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what it is then. But it's in my color, so I'm assuming it was me at some point.
It's his little friend.
It's his little friend. That's Dimitri.
All right. So who'd be waking up first?
Madeline is gonna get up early.
What?
Mm.
This
Chaos.
doesn't seem right.
Oh. And she is going to get dressed, not in armor, just in like regular old clothes. And is gonna head downstairs. Is Charlie there? Is he up?
How early are you getting? How up are you getting?
Like 6?
6 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie's not up.
Rats.
Sorry, that desk is so squashed. But it just represents the layout.
Yeah, baby, we got desks.
Madeline is gonna head out.
Oh.
All right.
And she is going to take a walk by the place which she usually walks by.
Okay. Yeah, she goes over. It's a quiet morning, and she
Can I ask a favor?
yeah.
Is there any chance Dimitri would have heard Madeline going out of her room?
Was Madeline trying to be stealthy, or did Madeline think that everyone else was asleep?
I would honestly say Madeline was trying to be stealthy because
And make a
she knows certain people get up quite early in the morning.
make a retroactive stealth check.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. That was that's a 25.
God damn it, Dimitri does not hear that.
Afraid not.
I think Rel would be in his trance, but his room's further away from Madeline, so I just don't think he would hear it.
Yeah, his passive is also probably not 26.
That is also a good point.
All
Yeah,
right.
she's just gonna do her usual thing of like walking around, and she doesn't really expect to find
Well,
what she's looking for.
I'm
But
glad she doesn't expect to find it, because she doesn't.
yeah, just does her usual like walk around.
But it brings back some old memories.
Yeah. But yeah, after that she will make her slow way back to the guild hall for some breakfast, I guess.
You get back around 8 o'clock, and when you come back in this time, Charlie's already up.
Rel would probably be up at that time as well.
As would Dimitri.
Oh, they're all downstairs.
Dimitri got up at 7.
This feels very targeted.
Wait, does she come in when they're all talking to themselves like, oh, I wonder when Madeline's gonna deign to grace us with her presence? And then she
Madeline's
walks
still
in.
asleep.
I mean, pretty much, it sounds like, yeah.
I was gonna say
Madeline comes in.
I was gonna say that Dimitri got up at 7 even before Madeline said she was leaving.
Alright, well, yeah, Madeline, you come back through the door. You find everyone else gathered round the table having some breakfast.
She just goes, oh, good morning.
Dimitri looks at everyone.
going over to take a seat, you know.
What are you? Did you fall out of your window?
Rel is going to whisper to Dimitri, he could be an imposter.
What? No, I just took a walk. That's all.
In the morning.
Are you feeling alright?
Yeah. Yes.
Dimitri's squinting at her.
Madeline will look at him and then looks quickly away to Charlie, whom she will give a smile to, and she will say, I don't suppose you've got any of that breakfast for me, do you?
Yes, I'm sure I've got some spare. Always good after a morning walk.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. What? What was that laugh?
And he goes and he starts frying up another fish.
Just did Charlie hear that conversation between Dimitri and Rel? And he's like, oh, he's sleeping.
He
Did
was
Madeline-
pretending to be asleep in the chair.
Could Madeline insight check the laugh? Because it was just weirdly, like,
Yeah,
it's just weird.
go for it.
Oh Jesus, she's rolling so badly with insight today.
Yeah, you don't really get much of a sense.
No, it was a 4. Keep rolling 4s. Well, regardless, she just sort of sits at the table and looking at her nails. That's what she's doing.
Can Dimitri insight check Madeline to see if she looks like she slept?
Go for it.
11... Oh, 13.
You probably reckon she has,
Yeah.
because she has.
Hmm.
Are you just insight checking for that specific thing?
Yeah, he has his
Yes, what, sorry?
he has his own theory that he's convinced.
Okay, fair enough.
Well,
Well.
weird to have us all here so early.
Yes, I suppose I do have a tendency to lie in a bit, don't I?
A tendency, yes.
Hmm.
But I'm glad you managed to get up so early for a walk. That is nice.
It was nice.
Did you bump into anyone? Did you meet anyone we know?
No one. Just
Cool.
a walk by myself.
That's cool. Dimitri was like looking at Rap.
So anyway, how did you sleep, you two?
Oh, fine. Very well. I didn't hear you get up in the morning to leave, so, I guess.
Yes, I was out the door by probably 6ish or so. Quite early.
In the morning? Wow.
Yeah, well.
That is early for you.
Yes, as people have commented, it is.
I'll just be right back 1 minute.
I'm not sure whether to congratulate you or call some sort of exorcist.
Oh. Well, I suppose I missed being in the city. So I just wanted to have a walk around. Is that all right? I didn't realize it was a crime.
I think we can allow it. But I do agree. I do prefer being in the city to out in the wilderness.
Yes.
And even the town, while it was nice, it was quite small.
Yes. I prefer somewhere a bit... I don't know. I suppose I like a place where you can just get lost a little, Walk the streets and... I don't know. Mind your own business and... Small towns are... I've never cared for them, really.
You can go unnoticed in a city.
That's it. That's what I'm trying to say. In a small town, everyone knows everyone, and everyone talks about everyone, and everyone never shuts up about everyone, and it's just a bit grating.
At this point, Charlie comes and brings you some fish for breakfast.
Oh, thank you, Charlie.
Yeah, of course.
Madeline tucks in, and she's looking at her plate.
All right, so Either of you up to anything else this morning before you go out for your wee errands?
I don't think Madeline's really got anything she wants to do before they head out.
Val doesn't either.
All right. So, I guess the next thing to do is decide what you're doing today. And
Yeah.
when you're doing it and such.
Well, I think we plan to go to the tailor's first, and then to the blacksmith.
Mm.
That was all that Madeline had to do today.
Going together, or
I believe we are.
fair enough. So where are you going? Where are you going first?
Well,
Sorry.
I think.
Oh, that is good timing.
Sorry about that. Yeah, no, sorry. My flatmate got in, the one who like gave me the keys, so I just wanted to go say thanks.
No worries.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, the tailor's first, I think, is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Mhm.
Tailors it is.
Did anyone take a note of the name of the tailors?
I would have. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, no, I didn't. Wait.
No, that's good. That's good.
I just put the tailors.
Well, if you want a name for it, you can call it tailing.
Hailing.
Tailing.
What's it called? Sorry?
Tailing.
Like
Hailing.
Yeah.
like
the
hailing weather.
Like tailing.
Nice, got it. Then we head on over to hailing.
Oh. Not like the weather.
Oh wait, not like the weather?
No, like
tailing.
tailing with a T.
Oh, hailing.
Definitely
That
came across as
That
a
makes
bit-
more sense.
Yeah.
I was very confused.
That makes a lot more sense. I was like, cool name. Don't get it. It's Thursday, right?
Yes. So yeah, you head through, you make your way out into town. And to the tailor shop that was run by the Tabaxi guy.
Mm. The snooty one, I think.
Yes, of course. There you
Oh, because he has a tail.
And he's a
And he's
tailor.
a tailor. It all comes together. Lindsay, this plot is...
It's wild, isn't it?
I did not see this one coming. Nice.
Right. So yeah, you make your way to the tailor. It was quite a small shop, and quite tightly packed. So yeah, you find yourselves at the outside of it. Are you going in all together, or what you doing? It does seem open.
Go in all
Yes,
together.
we all go in.
Yep.
Yeah, you head in to the familiar tightly packed racks of clothes all around the edges, and then the counter at there's the counter at the back, and sitting at the counter, working on tailing some a pair of trousers is the Tabaxi once more. And as you go in, he looks up at you. You can see some recognition flash in his eyes, and he says, "Aha! It's you.
Hello.
Good morning."
Very good morning to you too.
Val will incline his head.
Are you looking for something?
We're just going to gesture to the others if they have Madeline.
I just wanted to check on the progress of my commission. And she gives the tabaxi a meaningful look, which implies discretion.
Okay, make what's the one? What's the check? Persuasion, or yeah, make a persuasion or sleight of. Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Jeez, Louise, that's an 8.
He looks at you blankly, and he says, "It'll be a few more days yet."
Okay, that's fine.
Is that all?
I was wondering about my commission as well. I think it was to be ready like today or yesterday.
Yes. Do you have your receipt?
Yes, and Dimitri hands him the receipt.
Good. Number of people that come here without their receipt.
I keep very good track of everything ever.
As you should. As you should. All right. I've got it just down here, and he reaches down under the counter and pulls back a small box. Pulls up a small box. He places it on the counter and he lifts the lid. And so that the lid faces up and the contents are exposed to you. Inside, there is an eye patch made from dark, near black leather. Sewn onto it with a golden coloured thread is the design of a lion's face, its fangs open, with its mane stylized as the rays of the sun pointing outwards from its face.
My God, it looks amazing. I'm just gonna pick it up and like look at it and like show Madeline and like show Raoul.
Very nice.
Very good.
Thank you very much, sir. It is very pretty.
Indeed. I am
Are you going
pleased
to-
it meets your satisfaction.
Are you going to put it on?
Yes, give me a moment. And Dimitri's gonna like, is there like changing rooms here or anything? He's gonna do like a full show. Is there like a corner he can go around to like put on his eye patch?
I mean, he can go into like one of the corners of by like the racks of clothes, so
Yeah,
that like
he
he's
just, like,
facing
ducks
away from
behind, like,
people and they can't like see his face.
Yeah,
while he's putting.
he'll
it
just
on.
do that, and he'll like take off his bandages and then put on the eye patch, and then turn around and go like ta-da, and
He what? Sorry.
Very snappy.
I think you cut off at the very end of what you were saying. But...
oh,
For me.
sorry. Yeah, he like turns around, and is like ta-da, and now he's like got it on over his
Yeah,
face.
yeah.
He puts it on basically.
Very snappy.
Thank you.
Very
Very
good.
I feel very cool. I think I might like kill a monster.
Can Val roll insight on the shopkeeper to see if him saying that Madeline's stuff wasn't ready was just because she didn't present a receipt for it?
You can try, but that's a very specific thing.
I rolled a 1, so probably not.
Oh dear.
well. I think. Did you have anything you wanted, Ral? Or
No, I don't think so.
oh, well, in that case, a few days. You said yes. She'll turn to the shopkeeper.
Yes.
Oh.
Coming along well.
Perfect.
What are you getting, Madeline?
A coat.
A coat? Like Cass's?
Similar. That's what gave me the idea.
Oh, that is such a good idea. I think I might try and get one another time. I remember this place was quite expensive because it's such good quality. And he looks at the vaccine meaningfully. So, I think I might save up a little and then come back and maybe commission something else, unless you have a discount for turning customer.
You are
Waggles his
welcome
eyebrows.
back once you have saved up enough pocket money.
I see. For reference, how much would like a big cool coat be? Like Cass's?
Now, if memory serves, I think around 50 gold for that type of item.
I will be back when I have more pocket money. Oh well, thank you very much anyway. I do love the eye patch. You are very talented.
Yes,
Oh, one more
I
thing
am.
before I leave.
Mm.
We're going out of town for a few days. If I gave someone a receipt, someone my receipt, that is, would they be able to come in and pick it up for me?
I suppose.
That's probably what I'll do then. All right, well, thank you. for your
Who will
time.
you be giving the receipt to?
Charlie?
I don't know who that is.
I don't know. What does Charlie look like again?
He's like an old guy. He's got like a beard and like long hair. Does he have an eye patch?
I think you may have imagined that, but I
think I imagined
like
that.
your view of him. But yeah, that description was pretty good.
He
Right.
runs our guild. Older gentleman, white hair, a little weather worn, quite longish hair.
Yes, that will be fine.
Perfect. All right. Well, thank you.
Yes. Can I help you with anything else today, or can I get back to my work?
I wouldn't dare to take any more of your time. And she'll smile a bit tartly, and then she will make for the door.
Val will also leave. Good day.
Or did I? Oh. Good day. Goodbye.
Good day, and goodbye.
Once they've left and they're like a reasonable distance away from the shop, Madeline will just be like, he has such an attitude on him.
He really does. He's a bit of a dick.
You probably have more customers if you... No. Anyway. So, the blacksmith.
Let's go.
All right, the blacksmith's not too far from here. So yeah, you make your way over to Greg's Pointy and Protective Metals.
Good name.
You headed
Is
in?
is it just Madeline that did Dimitri pick up his thing from you already?
Yes, I think he did.
Yeah, he's already got it.
Okay. Yeah, well, Madeline will head on in.
Yeah, you go in and you're greeted with some blacksmithing sounds. There's the stuff on display in the workshop at the back as usual, and you can see the owner going away at the back.
Madeline will sort of raise her voice a little to get his attention over the noise. So, morning.
Morning.
Morning. I was just popping in to see if the dagger I commissioned is ready. Oh.
Yes, it is. Ready a couple of days ago.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah,
sorry about the delay.
One moment. Oh, no problem. It's a wee thing. Doesn't take up much room. Yeah. 1 moment, and the dwarf disappears for away to the back for a brief moment, and then returns, holding a dagger. Here you are, as requested.
Oh, thank you.
And hands it over to you. The dagger has a simple handle. It's metal, but with a leathered grip. But the blade itself is what you paid for. It's streaked with Damascus-styled ripples of a slightly darker silver ripples over the regular steel blade.
Gorgeous. Thank you. Just what I was after.
Yeah, it's a fine piece, if I do say so myself.
You did a beautiful job with it.
Oh, thank you very much, and I hope I can do another job for you someday.
Thank you. I'm
ever need
sure
anything
I will.
else?
Thank you. Well, I'll let you get back to it, but thank you very much.
All right. You all have a good day now, eh? And if you need any pointy or protective metals, you know where to find them.
Well, have a good day yourself. Bye.
Goodbye.
There. Madeline.
He is
chops
much
and-
nicer.
Yes, he is. He is much nicer. Not that the bar is set very high, mind you, but Madeline will sort of like hold out the dagger and turn it over to let the others have a look at it. It's
That
gorgeous.
is very pretty.
Yes.
I like the shape.
Mm. It's a
What are you
lovely
going to What are you going to kill with it?
Oh, anyone who gets in my way. She gives a smile that's like half joking.
Takes a half step further away.
Well, that's that. Yeah, I don't have anything else to do today, really. Do either of you guys have anything you wanted to do?
Not really.
I
Maybe
wouldn't
we
mind
could-
visiting the temple, but I don't know if that's something that would interest you guys.
That
So,
could be
like,
cool.
bye.
Yeah, let's go. Maybe we can become religious.
Well, that's one step at a time.
All right. So yeah, that's a morning well spent, and as you creep into the afternoon, you make your way through town towards the big temple of Draganov. Now, this temple is one of the grandest buildings in Draganov, second only to the castle itself. And as you come up to its entrance, you can see that it's got some stairs leading up to it, and pillars supporting the entryway as like as a ceiling starts before you quite reach like the main entrance. Do you know the type of thing I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's a Thursday afternoon, so there are some people filtering in and out, but it's not extraordinarily busy.
Okay.
So yeah, you heading in?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you head inside, and it is a nice place in here. There are rows of seats along the floor. A raised platform at the end of it, presumably for a speaker. Some doorways leading to unknown rooms near the back as well, and there are three large stained glass windows presented equal in size in a row, depicting the the rose and the skull and the star. And there are people. So there's people sitting in some of the seats quietly to themselves. There are some like little flower baskets dotted around the edge of this main large room as well. And there's a couple of people tending to those.
Is Rel aware of any sort of religious traditions that when you enter a temple or church you would do anything in particular order sort of thing?
Not so much for like just coming in, entering
Right.
the place. Just being respectful. The usual kind of affair.
Right. Yeah, Rel will just have a walk around.
It's a peaceful place. It's quiet. As you step through it, somehow like the noise of the street outside seems to fade away.
Can Rel determine if that's magical or if it's just a feature of the building, the way it's designed?
You can try. Give me a roll for what you think. Yeah, Arcana if you wanted to know if it's magical, or I guess just intelligence if you want, if it's just like a feature of the building.
Would some sort of history roll for history roll for sort of like a history of similar buildings work?
Sure. I'll take it.
That's a 24.
Yeah, you would probably be familiar with it. That large temples like this have tended to be built in such a way to make the sounds outside quiet, like built architecturally, as in like the building itself designed to
Thick stone sort of thing.
Yeah, thick stone and as a deflective structure layout and such as they can to make it as peaceful inside as they can, particularly for like the big cities.
Yeah, I think Rel will just sort of walk around, take a few notes if he sees anything of interest.
Yeah, there are some. There's more imagery around as well. There were the 3 big stained glass windows at the top, at the back, above the platform at the top. And then there are some.
There's a skull and rose and star in there, wasn't it?
Yes, I think those were that was like the imagery. You'd recognise that as representing the 3 gods. And you, after having a wee walk around, you'd find individual, like smaller individual areas that seem to be relating to the individual gods as well. Like a wee shrine for each as well, with some imagery of each.
Is there any that seems busier or quieter than others? I don't know if some people leave offerings and stuff on the shrines and stuff, but if they do, would there be one that has a different amount?
Yeah, there would be maybe some baskets for offerings. If you were to have a look around, the most popular would be Vivo. Vivo's one, and the least popular is Marto.
That's okay. I was just gonna say, like, how many people can Madeline see in here that seem to be like priests or whatever? And like, are they paying particular attention to anyone who comes in, or are they just sort of letting people go about their business?
You're not sure about any preacher types. They If anyone here seemed to be what you reckon would be staff, it would be the people tending to the flowers.
Okay. In that case, I think Madeline just sort of walks around behind Ral, just sort of looking at things and taking it in.
Likewise with Dimitri, he's just like eating some snacks and looking around and going like, wow.
What snack is he eating?
That same bag of nuts.
You do get a couple of looks from the people, some folks who are like sitting in the seating. As you,
He rolled high
as
enough
you,
in his insight. I think he puts the bag of nuts away then.
It's as you go past them, you would probably think it might be the noise.
Oops. Hey, Raul.
Yes.
Raul. Which one of these guys is like the biggest?
Well, so it's Vivo, Morto, and what's the third one again, sorry?
Maggio.
Maggie.
You'd know that like the officially like the official stance by like the religious leaders is that they're all equal, but people tend to gravitate. Some folks tend to gravitate towards a particular one of them as per their personality, their life experiences, just stuff like that. And yeah, you can probably also make some inferments from the the offerings.
Yeah, so Val will say, so is the three gods of the pantheon, Vivo, Morto, and Magium, they're sort of equal in power and respect. However, being gods of different things, they're of course of different worshippers at different times. Morto is god of death and similar spheres, so it's probably usually only worshipped when you want to avoid death or at funerals, that sort of thing. Vivo is the opposite, being a god of life, and it's probably more popular than I would dare guess, looking at these offerings. Maggio is, I think, god of magic, but that would be... I suppose not everyone has access to magic, so probably not as many supporters as Viva.
Not everyone has access to magic, and but a lot of people do kind of think of him as like the god of like change as well,
Right.
which is kind of like a magical
yeah,
thing.
So probably balances it out to
It's
be
like how
as popular as Viva, then, does it?
not as popular, but more popular than Marto.
Yeah.
But it's like how the months that are named after Maggio are like the autumn months when like everything's like changing in like the state of the seasons.
Is a particular god preferred more within that season, if that makes sense? So, for example, now being Vivo, would Vivo be slightly popularity boosting that time?
That does seem to track. People tend to people will probably have like a favorite. But like during the season, a particular god might get more mentions at temples and such, just because it's topical. But I imagine some people would probably there are probably people whose favorite one would change quite frequently. It's quite an individual thing.
Yeah. And being three gods, do they sort of form a trinity in that sort of life, death, and the change between them? Is that sort of magic
That's kind of like the idea, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think Val will probably try and relay some of that. He's not going to go full in-depth theological scholar, but he'll just sort of summarize the basics.
Michi got a natural 20, so I have a feeling he's paying good attention.
A natural 20 to what?
I don't know. I was just going to see whether he paid attention or not.
Fair enough.
Val seems quite animated and in his element when sort of explaining the sort of history, and when he sees that Dimitri seems quite attentive, we'll go in a bit more depth.
Yeah, I think Dimitri kind of like picks up that Ral is like interested in this, and he's like being quite encouraging and trying to be like, "Oh wow, yeah, we're more."
This is the chattiest you've seen, Val.
Pardon?
This is the chattiest you've seen, Val.
Yeah. Oh, which do you believe in? I mean, do you believe in them? Like, he kind of looks around and says that a bit quietly, like, or do you just like study them?
Well, I think the existence of divine magic, a lot of sort of clerical magic, and I suppose by extent my own magic, proves that something is out there giving the magic. I feel it would make sense that if you invoke their names and then they give you magic, that they exist. So yes, I do believe they exist. As to preference, I think technically I should say I have no preference, but I do quite like magia, being somewhat of a mage myself.
Change is quite cool. And no one really wants to worship death, you know, they sound a bit creepy.
I think Morto has an unfair representation. Death is an important part of life. Well, many of us will not want it. It is an opposite. It is a winter period. These things are important.
It's like a pendulum swinging back and forth. Like life, death, life, death, life, death, and then there's like all this stuff in the middle. Dimitri doesn't sound like he kind of knows what he's saying. He's just kind of saying things.
Makes sense.
He's trying to sound smart, basically.
I did a decent job.
He's successful.
My personal thought on the matter is that it perhaps divides things up more than needed. Well, yes, there's always change. Yes, there's always winter and summer. I think it's more fluid than drawing solid lines in it. Maybe a wheel is more of a better example than a pendulum. Less sort of stop and starty, if that makes sense.
Or maybe like 50 different wheels that are all like stuck together and they're kind of just going everywhere.
Yes, something like that.
How did you get into like the gods?
I'm just gonna have to remember what I had in my backstory about that. I have an awful feeling it was just these guys sound cool. I will research them.
Yeah, you can pretty much say whatever you want here.
I'm just gonna quickly double check what I actually put in my backstory.
It's as good as reason as any.
Oh yes, my mum was a priestess of Vivo. So she was quite religious and gave me quite a religious upbringing. And from that I always had time for books and not so much time for people, so I just sort of drifted into academia through that.
That's pretty cool. And you enjoy it?
I do. Though, I have to say, I've found this adventuring stuff more fun than I thought I would.
Well, maybe they will come together and we'll like you said, maybe we'll find out some history. Maybe you could like walk in here one day and be like, guess what, everyone? Morto was bald.
Are there any sort of actual images of the gods themselves, or is it just their symbols?
It's just their symbols.
And even in a sort of general sense, not specifically here.
You would, as a scholar, you would probably know about like what the kind of thoughts on what the gods actually look like. And you'd know that so like the main way that that people have like learned about them is through like the dream searing.
Mm.
And so people have drawn quite abstract. People have like tried to draw like what they've seen in their dreams, but it's always been very abstract and difficult to pin down. So, and people
Where
have
it seems
drawn
to come from.
kind of like different things as well.
Mm.
Different people have seen like different things, and so it's been hard to like pin down what they really look like.
Is it sort of like a consistent humanoid image, or is it just so conceptual?
It's not consistent. It's
Right.
it's difficult for people that aren't dream seers to understand.
Yeah, it's just sort of a
Which
undefinable dreamlike.
I think Rao isn't a dream seer.
No, so he hasn't seen any of the things firsthand.
No, I think
Okay.
that's what we. I think that's what we decided anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, he
yeah.
definitely hasn't seen anything like gods in his backstory, so I don't think he knows about it. Apart from, he's probably read accounts, but as you say, they're vague and not consistent.
They're quite abstract, and yeah, it's difficult to describe, and also difficult to depict. Although people have tried, it's just been like very abstract. That's just the best word for it.
Yeah, I'm sort of imagining in my head that someone would have said, "Oh yeah, Vivo looks like a summer breeze, and Maggio
Yeah.
looks like the thought you have to put into preparing a spell," sort of thing.
Yes. Yeah, and I mean, some people get like shapes, so you see like more distinct shapes, but like it varies from person to person at the end of the day. And you know, some people are stronger, like see more vivid images when they are doing their dream searing, and others don't.
Yep.
So yeah, are you up to anything else while you're here in the temple?
There's a little donations pot or something anyway. Ral might make a
Yes,
little
there were the three for each of the shrines, but there was also a more general one at the entrance.
Yeah, Ral will put some money in that. 2 gold.
Very good.
Dimitri will copy Ral and put 2 gold in the pot.
Does Madeline?
Actually, just with 1 gold, sorry.
Madeline does not.
As your gold clinks into it, one of the people tending to flowers nearby looks up and just says, "Thank you."
Mm.
And
Thank you.
You're welcome.
For
returns to the tending to the flowers.
Ral,
Yes?
is it sacrilege to say, do you want to go in church?
Could you repeat that, please? I did not hear it. I'm sorry.
Is it sacrilege to say, do you want to go to the pub in a church?
I don't believe so, no. But perhaps ask me again when we're outside, just to be sure.
Good idea. Dimitri looks around conspiratorially at the statues and everything.
They're listening.
Sorry.
Right, Ral is done there then, so he's happy leaving.
All right.
Same. As soon as Dimitri's outside, he goes, do you want to go to the pub?
Yes.
It's now mid to late afternoon.
Perfect. Day drinking. Let's
Hey,
go.
drinking.
Is
Pina
it worth you
colada.
sending that letter before we go first?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I might just
Oh,
catch
yes.
the afternoon post if there's one.
Oh yeah, I didn't. Wait, let me. Oh, I didn't really finish writing. I'll do it while we're on the way to the pub. And Dimitri will write a letter that I will send to you, Lindsay, in a little moment once I write.
That's
I
fine.
am just gonna pop to the bathroom quickly myself.
No
A
worries.
lot of juice.
You can also probably send it to me after the session,
Yeah.
because I reckon it will. Like you probably won't have received a reply by the time we finish
Yeah.
the session.
Yeah. No worries.
How long have we been going for, by the way? Is that 2 hours now?
Yeah.
Or is it closer to 3? It's almost 3 hours, actually. No,
I'm
it's
good to
like
go
what? It's
for-
2.5 hours, I think.
Yeah. I'm happy to go. I literally have no plans for the evening, so it's whatever other people need to get done and how long their attention spans can go for stuff.
Yeah, I'm good to go for another little while. I mean, at the end of the day, it does largely depend on how much RP you do.
Yeah.
But I can see us going for another hour at least.
Yeah, I can definitely do an hour at least. Just double checking, did Miago always live in the mountains? I can't remember.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
And you became acquainted shortly after your backstory stuff.
Yeah, I think I remember putting. I think he knew him before the backstory stuff, but didn't actually like hang out with him until after.
And then you hung out and
Nice.
did some fun stuff at like on like the mountain.
Exactly. I'm typing up a draft of a reply.
Very good. Right. So you going straight to the pub or back to the guild first for Dimitri to write up his letter?
Dimitri will probably write it like just stop and do like a very quick write like on a piece of paper from his book, like on I don't know, a piece of wall, and then like just like drop it off on the way to the pub.
Fair enough.
Yeah, actually, what day are we expected to be in Dranmont? Dranmont? Yeah. Hello.
So,
because we leave on Friday.
You were planning to leave tomorrow, which is Friday. You
The 12th.
reckoned it's probably a 2-day hike?
Mm-hmm.
So that would be Friday travel, Saturday travel, arrive like late Saturday.
Nice. We plan to arrive late Sunday. Yeah. Oh wait.
Late Saturday, I think it was.
Late Saturday.
Because it'd be travel Friday, and then late Saturday, travel Saturday, and arrive sometime Saturday. You would hope.
Nice.
You know, it's oddly convenient. Most places that you've been to, you can go to in like increments of half days or days. That's weird, isn't it?
We just subconsciously.
It's a great country design.
It is.
And also, to be honest, I think it would probably work sort of that way in a large fantasy kingdom, because you wouldn't build settlements that were sort of more in a day, or sort of like a day and a bit apart, because there's just no point. You are more likely to build settlements that are sort of like a block of day or a half day apart. So.
It does also mean
not
that
a massive
roadside
country.
inns will almost never sell lunch. No one's ever in at lunchtime. Everyone's traveling.
Yeah, it's not a massive country, Rolton.
Yeah, because what it would take
Like a week to travel across.
maybe a week, 2 weeks to get across total.
I don't see the thing to change the map.
And that's on foot as well, so I suppose especially by modern standards, if you had a car, you could probably cross it in a couple of hours. Okay, maybe more than a couple of hours, but
Yeah. It's not a massive country, but that's largely because I didn't want to be. I didn't want to get overwhelmed with like tons of places.
good
Hello,
idea.
I'm back.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. We've just kind of been chatting.
Dimitri sends his letter on the way to the pub,
Nice, nice.
and as soon as we get to the pub, Dimitri is looking for his nemesis.
Of course.
All right. So yeah, were you dropping your letter up at the postal place?
Yes.
Do you remember how much it cost last time?
I would have noted it because I note down I think. Letter.
It's not a problem if you didn't. Not a problem. I'm just curious.
I didn't keep track, annoyingly.
Well, that's good because neither did I, so I can make it up again. And if you go back to check the video to see if I've charged you incorrectly this time, there will be no refunds, so there's no
No
point.
refund. That's fine. I'll cope.
No, yeah, the going up to the Western Lone Mountain, it's a bit of a rougher time, so it's a bit more expensive than sending post to one of the larger like towns or cities.
Mm-hmm.
So for a post like that, I think it was just go for a gold.
Oh, nice. Sorted. I have made a note of that. Okay.
Right. So yeah, you do your wee errand, and that takes us to we'll call it taking it to like early evening, for convenience sake. As you all make your ways to the Dragon's Dungeon, down the steps to the entrance.
Baby.
And yeah, you go in, and it's a Thursday night. It's not as busy as the big nights, like the weekend nights, but it's decent. It's decently occupied enough. But there are tables. There is tables sporadically free. If you're looking for a certain someone, you do not see him.
Damn.
Though the usual barkeep, Laverne, is there.
Waving to Laverne.
Melvin gives her a wave.
She waves as she spots you as well.
Well, I can get the first round. What does everyone want?
I will have some rum and apple juice.
All right.
I'll just have an apple juice.
All right.
Apple
Okay.
juice.
I'll be a couple of minutes, and then she'll go over to the bar. Hi, Laverne.
Hello, my love. Good to see
How are
you.
you doing? You too.
Ah, good as always. Good as always.
Good. Just looking to get a few drinks.
Ah, how have you been the last few days?
Not bad.
Haven't
Not bad.
seen
We've
you in a
been,
wee while.
No, we've been out of town. We were dealing with a
Ah.
job over in Dali.
Oh, I don't know where that is.
Well, it's a small village. It's
Ah.
a day's travel away or so.
Wow. Sounds very exciting.
Yeah, it was.
Mm.
It's good to be back, though.
Oh, yes. Different type of exciting here.
Yeah. Sorry, go on.
The only exciting thing happened here was a wee bit of a fight the other day.
A fight?
Oh, I've. Your friend's friend, the Roslington.
Oh, Roslington. And
Yeah,
who was he? Who did he get into a scuff with then?
his brother, his own brother.
Oh, really?
Yeah?
Oh, dear.
And the wee fellow just stormed out, and I haven't seen him since. I haven't seen
Oh.
either of them since. It was a couple yesterday, day before, something like that.
Oh.
Mm.
I'm sure Dimitri will be interested in hearing that bit of gossip.
Oh, I'm sure of it, he says with a wee smile.
I don't suppose you find any people come in here looking for me.
No. No, no.
No.
Afraid not.
That's all right. Just wondering, since I've been out of town and everything, you know.
Wow.
Uh,
I'll let you know as soon as it happens, but nothing yet. Were you after a drink, love?
yes.
Yeah.
A meat for me.
Very good.
And an apple juice, if you have that.
Apple
And-
juice. Just by itself?
Yes, just one apple juice by itself, and then
It's unusual.
in a place like this, yes.
Mm.
And then a rum and apple juice,
Rum.
if you have that.
I might have something.
Again with apple juice.
Rum with apple juice.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's a new
don't
one.
ask me. Yeah.
Alright. So, for the what was it for yourself again, sorry?
Just a meat.
Mead, for that it'll be 6 silver.
Uh-huh.
For the rum, it'll be 2 silver, and the apple juice will just be 3 copper.
Just I'll give you a gold.
Oh, thank you very much.
That's all right.
Always a pleasure. Yeah, I'll just get your drinks.
Thanks.
He turns around and reappears a moment later with the drinks and hands them to you.
Thank you.
All right, you have a good night now.
Yes. See you later, Laverne.
See you later.
And she'll pick them up and head back to the table. Here we are.
Thank you.
That's all right. Pleasure. There you go, Ral. And she'll have a little sit down, and she'll sort of look at Dimitri out the corner of her eye and say, "I just heard a bit of interesting news from Laverne.
Oh,
It's about Roslington.
what happened?
Seems he got into a bit of a scrap with his brother here a few nights ago, and she's not seen him since. He just stormed out that night, and that's the last she saw of him.
Oh, what were they fighting about?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't think to ask. I don't know if she overheard. But came to blows, apparently.
His brother was weird. I didn't like him.
Hmm.
I'm going to be right back. I'm going to do some detective work.
No problem.
I love her.
Hello, Dimitri.
I
Always a
heard
pleasure.
Always a pleasure to see you too. You are looking very today. Is she purple?
No, she's a human.
Oh, I had in my head she was a tiefling for some reason. You are looking very human today.
She should have been a tiefling. Oh well.
No, I'm sorry.
Live and learn.
Sorry.
Oh,
I heard
Thank you.
You're very welcome. I heard from a little birdie that apparently Roslington and his brother fight the other night.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't happen to overhear what they were fighting about, did you?
No, not me. I was a bit far away at the time. It was seeing as it was over there in a noisy pub, and I was here pouring drinks.
That's true, sorry. Do you know, like, if he's okay? Like,
I haven't seen him since. It's only been a couple of days though, and he only does come in every few days. Normally.
that's true. That is true. Oh, well, if you see him, let him know I'm hoping he's okay. And if he wants me to beat up his brother, I definitely considering I have one member of his family, him.
One thing I do know is that I think it was the argument was started by his brother.
He was a weird one, though, wasn't he?
Yeah, well, I'd never call a customer weird.
Oh, of course.
But yes, he was.
Wasn't he? Oh my god. He kept giving me like weird looks, and I was like, is it me? But I don't know, everyone I've met who's spoken about him, aka me and you, agrees that he's a little bit weird.
Yeah, very quiet.
Very quiet, and
Well,
also like
until he wasn't, apparently.
Yeah, was he like yelling? And were they like fighting? Like
A wee bit. Oh,
no way. Oh, that's a shame. But no one could have got hurt because clearly they are both very weak people. But still, that's quite dangerous. I hope he's okay. I mean, I beat them.
Roslington all seemed very strong. He's won a lot of money with his arm wrestling.
Yeah, well, I beat him, so I'm stronger. Yeah, so you know, it's whatever. It's just a thing.
Yes, I can tell.
Do you know like where Roslindon lives? Not in like a weird way. I just can't.
No.
check.
Sorry, I assume he's got a place somewhere in the city.
That's fair. Well, like I said, if you do see him, just let him know I'm like making sure he's okay. I don't want him to be like.
Says, of course, will do.
Pardon?
He smiles and says, "Of course, will do."
Thank you very much. And you are looking so lovely today. So thank you for a lovely pub. It is very nice here.
Yeah, we seem to bring in the interesting types here.
I don't know who you could be talking about. Okay, goodbye. You're just gonna go back to the others.
Find out anything?
No, apparently they just had a big fight. But I told her to like let Robin know that I'm here for like I can like train him to beat up his brother if he wants, because like I'm quite good at fighting and.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's very very generous of you.
I'm a generous person.
That's true. That's true. Well, hopefully he's all right.
I'm sure he is. Like he's like weak, but like he's like obviously I beat him, so he's obviously weaker than me. But I'm very like it's not that bad. You know what I mean? Like it's not like he sucks. He's just like not as strong as me. So he is strong. So I'm sure he'll, but not as strong as me. So not as fine as me.
Yes, Madeline is barely holding back laughter and just sort of like sipping from her mead.
Val just seems to sigh a bit and also focuses on his drink.
So what do you guys thinking about? How you feeling?
Feeling fine.
Good.
Yep. What about you?
I'm good.
That's good.
I'm excited for traveling. I can't wait for you guys to meet Miyago. He's very nice.
It'd be nice to meet him.
I already said to Ral earlier that I think he'd get along with him. I think you would too. He's kind of, I think about mixture of you.
A mixture of us?
Yeah, he's like smart and like knows stuff magic like you do. But he's also kind of like sneaky. Like he used to do like little like cons and stuff like that, which like, I don't know, Madeline, you kind of give me the vibe. You're kind of sneaky.
I don't know what you're talking about. She's like smirking. Oh well, it can't be all that bad then if you reminds you of me.
And how did you get to know him?
We were like friends, like a while ago, like when we were young. Well, not really. We like met like a couple of years ago. The whole thing going on with my family. After he like looked after me, and I lived with him. We were like roommates, and then he like taught me how to, like, do you know when I catch fire and I explode?
Mm.
He like taught me how to do that, but like not all the time, because I was just like exploding at random. I burnt down so many things. But now I only burn down things like when it's like really stressed or like I'm upset, but I'm pretty good at keeping everything under control. But that was him. He's great. He's lovely. He's amazing. I can't wait for you to be the best person in the Obviously not as good as you guys. I don't know, close. I've known him long. But like he's not an adventurer. He's not like, he's quite weak. He's not strong like me. Or you guys.
I think you're probably the strongest of all of us, though, Dimitri.
Oh, but Ral has a strong mind and you have a strong heart.
Thank you.
Strong
that
liver.
means a lot.
Strong
That
liver.
too.
Yes.
Arguably the most important thing.
But speaking of old friends, Madeline,
Yes?
when are you going to invite us to meet your friend?
My friend?
Don't act. Oh, don't play dumb. Don't be cute about it.
I didn't know I was being cute. What are you talking about, Dimitri?
Your friends that you keep meeting up with.
Oh, I'm not meeting up with anyone. You mean like my walks and things?
Oh yeah, your walks, quote unquote. Dimitri does actually say quote and quote. I mean, you're not like going to go like. You don't have like a boyfriend or something.
No.
Oh. What?
Oh, is that what you thought? Is that what you guys
Yeah.
were talking about earlier?
No. Yes.
Yeah.
A bit.
Mm.
Are you?
No,
where-
no.
Okay, so you're just getting up at 6 a.m. to go for a walk by yourself.
Yes.
That's
Not that
sad,
unusual.
Madeline.
Oh. Oh, I'm sorry. Sometimes I just like a bit of peace and quiet.
We're peaceful and quiet. Are you sure you're not seeing anyone?
Last time I checked, I wasn't seeing anyone. Let me check just now. No, still not seeing anyone.
Okay, it's fine. Sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean.
No, that's okay. That's fine. No, but I'm really not. I don't know. I like the city, so I like going to reacquaint myself with it from time to time.
Dimitri, make an insight check.
Mm-hmm.
Can Ral do the same, actually? He's just going to do a general insight check on both sides to see what Dimitri's thinking and to see
Go for it.
Na- 19 for Dimitri.
All right. Is Madeline rolling deception?
Madeline already has made the roll.
And what did
Oh,
Madeline
wait.
get?
18 for Dimitri.
14 for Ral. That's one.
Madeline got a natural 20,
God.
which altogether is
damn.
25.
All right.
Hence
Well,
my cackling.
I will let Zara describe what they get the sense of.
I would say I'll be generous because you guys have known her for a few weeks now, and you've gotten used to the way she is. So I think you can tell that there is something she's not telling you, but that's really all you can say for sure. Yeah.
Well, that's fine. That's cool. Have you lived here always? Have you lived in Draganov?
Not that long. Well, I mean, a few years now, I think. Let me double check. Oh my God. Yeah, about 4 years now. About that.
Do you have like any friends in the city? Like,
well, I mostly keep to myself these days.
these days, were you like the party animal in the past? Were you like famous for like going crazy?
In the right crowd, I guess. I don't know. You've seen me drink.
True. Yeah, I didn't even have to ask the question. I know the answer.
But,
Never mind then. I'm sorry for prying. I just thought it was like juicy gossip or something.
No, I'm really not all that interesting, Dimitri. I'm sorry.
I don't believe that. But I will take your word for it and not be so suspicious.
Can Madeline insight check Dimitri?
Go for it.
Okay. It's nice that we've got a good trusting party. Let me see. What is my... Okay. That's a 20.
20. I'm not going to roll anything. I don't think. I think... Yeah, he is like... He still... I think he has like... There's something going on, but he's like, okay, fine, whatever, I'll back. For now. He's not very good at hiding things.
Okay.
He's looking coy.
Madeline just gives him a smile and will like sip her meat again.
Val is just quietly watching both sides of this.
What about you, Raoul? Do you have any other friends in the city?
No, but this isn't really my home city anyway.
True. Do you think if we ever went to Lothran, then you would like can we meet your family?
I'm sure they'd welcome us. Been nice to see me in.
Are they
Wasn't
like
it Libram
you?
that was around
Oh.
the city?
Yes. So
Oh yeah, it's Libram. Sorry. What are they like? Are they like you, or are you like different to the rest of your family, or does the apple not fall?
Well, my father is a carpenter.
Like Jesus?
Like who?
Nothing.
No. And my mother, as I said before, was a priestess, but I suppose I'd probably take more after my mother than my father. They're both good people, but I haven't seen them as much as I should have in the last few years. I sort of self-funded my way for university and with a series of jobs.
Sounds
That-
normal.
Very commendable, to be fair. I didn't even go to like university or anything.
I think my parents would have paid for it, but I didn't want that.
That's pretty fair. You want to be independent.
Yes. I'm quite happy making my own legacy.
I think you're doing a very good job.
Mm.
Well, maybe we could say to Charlie after this little job, we could be like, hey Charlie, is there any job you would like to go over that?
I'm sure we'll end up that way eventually. I'm not going to
Yeah.
specifically request it. I'm happy being here for a few months.
It's nice. And it would be cool to see like another... I've only ever been to Tena, Draganov, and I don't know where else actually. I can't remember. But it would be fun to check out other places. Maybe there's like other guilds. Maybe we can like get involved with them. Maybe we can like collaborate.
I wonder if there's a guild of guilds.
There should be. We should make one.
I don't know. I like not having to deal with the bureaucracy of it all.
The
Nice.
administration.
Simple and going out, doing a job, getting paid, coming back, getting a drink. Going out, doing a job, getting paid, coming back, getting a drink, so on and so forth.
Yeah, I am way better at this than my last job. By miles.
What was your last job?
I used to work in a map shop. I would sell
Oh.
maps. It was my family's shop. It was nice, but I wasn't the best at it.
No? You seem like a good people person.
A
That
what?
didn't seem like you are a good people person. A people person.
Oh, yes, I was great. Oh, no, I love talking to the people, but I wasn't very good with the money. I actually got in a big fight with my brother before, like, everything happened. I lost some of the money from the shop.
Oh, I see.
And, like, we had, like, a big fight, and it was all...
Oh dear.
But I'm pretty good at killing things, so I'm not complaining. Sometimes a door closes to opening you, and sometimes your family blows up so that you can blow up later.
That's one way of looking at it.
That was weird. That was a weird way to phrase it.
I know what you mean, though. Well, I might get another drink.
Yeah.
Do you want the
Me too.
same?
I'll get them.
You'll get them? No, if you insist. Well,
Me
I'll have
too.
the same.
Meat?
Yes.
Meat, row,
Meat.
apple juice? Meat. Meat.
Yes, I'll have an apple juice. I go for these a bit quicker than the alcohol drinks.
And I will have a raw and apple juice. So yeah, Dimitri will just make the same order again.
Yeah, again, it's 6 silver, 2 silver, and 3 copper.
He'll just give her a gold coin, because he can't do maths either.
Well, thank you very much. Very generous you all tonight.
We are very generous people. And then he comes back with the drinks and plays them down on the table.
Thank
He says, drink. Privet.
you. Need to tell me twice. So, what time are we thinking of leaving tomorrow then? It is tomorrow, right?
Yeah, probably early. We don't really have much to do.
I suppose we could ask around here as well if anyone's heard of any of the disruptions.
That's a very good idea. Maybe your little dude could oh well. I mean, actually, yeah, no one would talk about it unless we ask. Never mind. I was like, you could send your lizard, but we can just talk to people. Maybe we should do a little
tend
asking
to have
around.
good ears for these sort of things.
Yeah, let's go ask Laverne. Shall we all shimmy up to the bar and sit on the stools there?
Go for it.
Sounds good.
We make the move over to the bar on the stools.
Hello again. I need more already. That was quick.
Well, actually, we're wondering about asking you some questions.
Alright.
So, have you heard anything about
About what, sorry?
Have you heard what's been going on in Dranmont with the no?
No, I haven't heard anything about that.
Oh my god. Well, apparently there was this creepy knoll in the...
Oh, really? Well,
Yeah.
What I've heard, you're the Knoll experts.
Yeah, we kind of are, so we're actually going to go deal with it.
Ah.
We're just wondering if you'd heard anything about it, because it's kind of weird.
No, afraid not. Is there anything specific, or Or when where did you hear about it?
From Charlie, the guy who gives us
that's
our job. You know Charlie.
I know Charlie, of course. Everyone here
Charlie's-
knows Charlie.
He's told
Well,
us
apparently not everyone. She's thinking of the tabaxi. She's salty. Still.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Hmm.
What an asshole. Hey, do you know that guy? The guy from Tailing?
I've heard of him, yes.
Have you heard good things or bad things?
Both.
Seems that way.
Good Taylor. Bad attitude.
Definitely.
Unlike you, Laverne, who is a bad tailor, I assume, because you're a great bartender, and a great attitude. Unless you are a good tailor, I don't. Sorry, I'm so stupid today.
We're here for it.
Always. Oh dear. I think what Dimitri means to say is, you are a shining beacon of hospitality.
That is what I
Right.
meant to say.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. I try.
Do you know anyone else in here who would be up for an arm wrestle? I kind of want to let off some steam. That werewolf was super weak and did not hurt me at all. And I want a real fight.
Werewolf.
Oh, nothing. It was a rabbit. It was a really big rabbit.
Right.
Well, it's just
Well, I've been
perpetually facepalm, isn't it?
I've been known to occasionally partake in a bout myself.
Wait, say that again. Sorry, my ears cut out. And by ears, I mean my phone.
Oh well, I've been known to occasionally partake in a wee bout myself.
Really?
Hmm.
Do you want to try? Do you want to arm wrestle?
Oh, I'm not as good as Roslington.
Oh, then you wouldn't beat me, I'm afraid.
Right. I see. Well, I suppose there's a ransom.
Sorry, say that again. Sorry, my thing kept cutting out. I had to move my
Just went I see. Well, I suppose there's no point then.
Oh, well, Laverne, maybe you are stronger than Rosalind, and he's quite weak, Maybe you're, super strong, and just think he's stronger. Like a gazebo.
Like a gazebo.
A gazebo effect.
Alright. Here's what's happening. We're doing this, and if you lose, you're buying the next 3 drinks. I don't care who they're for, but you're buying them.
Okay, and if I win?
If you win, I'll let you off with an apology.
Oh, I'm sorry, Laverne, but okay.
Oh dear, I think Madeline's joining Ral with the face spamming. She's like, not Laverne, she gives me drinks. Don't insult Laverne.
I'm sorry, Laverne, I didn't mean to be rude. I'm quite silly, but I would like to arm wrestle you.
Well, put it down then, eh? Come on, let's go.
Dimitri comes over and sits down. He's very excited.
Alright. So, we're doing a spot of arm wrestling. Do you remember the rules?
Yeah, it was like three.
It's just strength. Well, it's just strength checks, and you start off in a neutral position. It's
Oh yeah, you start neutral and then you
start
move along.
neutral. You can move. If you win, you gain progress. If you win again, you win. And you can. If you lose, you go down, and then you need to win 2 in a row to win. 3. Or yeah, it's simple enough. All right. So she extends her arm, puts it on the bar top, ready for you
He
to
does
clasp.
roll up his sleeves and unbutton his top button and flex a little bit, and then goes and does it.
Okay. What's Dimitri's passive perception?
He has bad perception.
Pardon?
10.
Okay. What's everyone else's passive perception?
12 for Madeline.
16 for Val.
Rel, you notice that as she was putting her arm down, she slipped a coaster and managed to get it just about over, just as under Dimitri's elbow.
Okay. Val notices this and doesn't say anything.
as he puts his elbow down onto the bar, that is. And Dimitri, you did not notice this.
Does the arm like slip, or is he
No.
not? He wouldn't know. He's so oblivious to everything.
Yeah, it doesn't slip.
Okay.
All right, so make your first strength check.
Oh. Okay. Let me do math. Sorry. Okay. That is a 17.
Oh, sadly, that doesn't beat an 18.
Oh my god.
So, with the first move, Laverne manages to power your arm down slightly, about midway to the bar countertop. He looks at you and smiles, or rather smirks.
Dimitri is like smiling back at her, but he's got this face where it's like, oh my god. He's like, uh-oh.
All right, make your next strength check.
That's a 7.
Oh no.
Oh, that doesn't. That does not beat an 11.
No, Dimitri.
Laverne becomes his next nemesis.
I mean,
As your hand slams down onto the table, Laverne laughs, lets out a laugh, and goes, "Ha! Well, that'll be 3 drinks of your choice
Dimitri.
because I'm feeling generous."
Dimitri is bright red. He's like playing it off. He's like, "Oh, you got me, haha." And then he like turns to Ral and Madeline and is like, "I didn't want to like her to like kick us out. I had to like throw it, you know."
Yeah, uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
And like, I was gonna get 3 drinks anyway. So just another round, please, Laverne. Thank you. You are so
All
strong,
right.
by the way.
Yes, well, you need to be when you need to throw troublesome patrons out sometimes. Especially the beefy ones.
Dimitri's like laughing and smiling, but he looks completely heartbroken. Well, here is another gold coin for you for the drinks.
Very good, thank you.
He just sort of goes back to the table with his tail between his legs.
That is unfortunate. You rolled so low.
I know. Oh, bless.
Madeline
Oh,
sort
wow.
of exchanges a kind of apologetic look to Laverne and like gives her a little nod, and then we'll head back to the table and we'll sit down next to Dimitri and go, well, as always next time. Well, actually, you know what? I shouldn't be encouraging you to arm wrestle with Laverne. I like this place. I like coming here. There's always another target.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I wasn't really like giving it my all anyway because like I think I beat Rosalind in, but like I think he is like my nemesis. I don't think Laverne has like. I mean, she's great, but I don't know if she has like what it takes to be my nemesis. It's like a process, and like
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess like Rosalind is still the nemesis. I thought he was done, but I guess not. So that's probably why I lost because I wasn't like feeling it. I wasn't really
Sure.
trying.
Madeline's just like trying so hard not to laugh. It's just like nodding really understandingly and like sipping her mead, like, yeah, oh, totally, I get that. Well, you know, Dimitri, you can't force these things to happen. You know, if Roslington's the one, Roslington's the one, and that's that.
Val will get up from the bar and he'll just say to Laverne, "It might have been easier if you let him win that. I don't know if he'll forget it. He might come back for more challenges now until he wins."
Well, I don't know. There's something quite satisfying about being unbeaten.
Oh,
I don't have
absolutely.
to. I don't
if
have
I
to
think
tell you to have to accept any more challenges, and I'll be
was
forever the winner.
It was a pleasure to watch, certainly, so I would not object to that. But, as I say, he'll probably try and do it again at some point.
Well, I can always have a trick up my sleeve, eh?
Yes.
I think I saw you notice.
Can Rel do, I don't know if it means like intelligence or insight, to see if it actually helped with the map under it?
Yeah.
What would you like me to roll for it?
I guess straight intelligence.
That's a 14. Nope, sorry, a 12.
Or perception, your choice.
I do perception.
I guess intelligence to try and work out what the point was, or perception to see if you saw it help.
I'll do perception, see if I saw it help, if that's okay.
It didn't seem to make a difference. She seemed to win without any other things coming into play.
In that case, we'll just say, did it help for Matt, or
No,
was he just being weak? And you
a
being
little
strong?
safety net, because he deserved it. For myself, that is. If you could keep that one just between that one's just for us, though. Eh?
Yes, I'll keep it to myself.
Very
Though I
good.
will say, if you ever tell Roslington about this trig, I do suspect Dimitri might accidentally burn the place down. So just keep it to yourself.
Tell Roslington.
Yeah, he's got this strange grudge thing against Roslington. I'm not entirely sure I understand it myself, but
Oh, Roslington takes his arm wrestling very seriously. I'd be surprised if he did something as drastic as cheating.
I'm
I mean,
sure
I don't mind giving myself a wee edge. He was a wee bit rude, but he made it up.
I suppose if he does ask you again, it's a good way to get free drinks.
Well, we'll see.
Anyway, I better go join them before
Yeah.
challenges someone else to arm wrestle.
Have a good night.
And likewise. And Vel will head back over to the table.
He's just staring at his drink. He's just like looking at his like warped reflection in the juice.
He's like, I don't even recognize myself
Yeah,
anymore.
what have I become?
Laverne is a big lady.
She's strong. She is
Yeah.
strong. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I think I'm gonna go to bed.
Already?
Yeah, I'm like tired. I'm got like stuff to do tomorrow, I guess.
It's pretty early.
No, it's. I mean, you can stay out. I'm just like tired, you know.
Sure, that's fine, if that's what you want.
What time is it now?
Oh yeah, it's been like 5 p.m.
Well, it'd been like early evening when you've come here, and by now it's probably getting to like mid-evening, where it's like it's not crazy to go to bed now, but like you're used to staying up a bit later.
The library would probably be closed by now, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I might go and start consulting some maps. And make sure there's nothing unexpected on my route.
What has happened to Raoul? He spent the night in the pub instead of going to the library.
Bad influence is wearing off on him.
I know.
Well, that's a good influence.
Yeah, if Dimitri's going, Val will probably excuse himself as well and think about sort of see if he can look at maps and see if he can even borrow some of Dimitri's maps and just have a look at the area, sort of thing.
Yeah, Dimitri would like definitely let him like borrow the maps. He'd be like, "Here you go," and like give him the book,
Thank you.
and then
Make
like
sure no harm comes to it.
mope his way home. He's being very overly dramatic about it, and he keeps like looking at them whenever he like sighs to see if they notice, and then goes, and then walks away.
Like a little mopey puppy.
Yeah, he's acting like a big mopey puppy.
I think Madeline, she probably stays behind actually for one more drink by herself. And then is there any sort of like canal or other body of water in the city at all? Like any I don't know, anything?
Yeah, there was the large reservoir, and then there's a smaller one as well.
And where's
And
the
there are
pub
some
then?
there are like water pumps as well dotted around the city.
Okay. Where's the pub again? And where's the
The
guild
pub,
hall?
what I remember, it's kind of like in the northern part of New Draganov, and the guild hall is this
Okay.
orange bit here.
Okay. How long does it take to walk from like New Draganov to like Wormstrom?
Going from maybe like half an hour.
Okay.
Yeah. we
Well,
can
in that
say.
case, she'll probably go for a walk from like the bar to like the Wormstrom sort of area, and then we'll like go back by like this little reservoir, and we'll like just sit by it for a bit before heading back to the guild hall.
Yeah, fair enough. You don't recognize anyone on your little walk, by the way.
That's what I figured.
You didn't ask, but I figured I may as well, just rub it in.
Thanks. Yeah.
Do you think one day Madeline will ever recognize anyone?
I really don't know.
Hmm.
I really don't know.
Well, was that Raoul and Dimitri? Did they go back together?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So what do you guys? You two would be getting into the guild hall first, then.
Yep.
Do you have any conversations on the way there or when you arrive?
Dimitri wouldn't make any conversation. So it goes, every now and again.
Val, he's sort of probably like a half pace behind, will sort of give him a concerned look whenever he does a sigh. But of course, making sure to remove the concerned look if Dimitri looks up at him.
And he does. After every sigh, he like looks to Raoul with like these big sad eyes, and then looks away like, "Oh, I'm just small potatoes."
Just before we sort of go in through the door into the guild, Raoul will sort of put his hand up as if to pat Dimitri on the shoulder and sort of pull back at the last second.
Probably when we get back to the guild house, Dimitri will just be like, "Good night. I'll see you in the morning."
See you in the morning, Dimitri.
He's gonna trudge up the stairs and go to bed.
Is
Very
Charlie
good.
around?
You don't see Charlie downstairs. It is getting on a bit. You would imagine he might be in bed. Or he could be anywhere, but also it's late.
In that case, Ral will spend some time until Madeline comes back, just looking at maps and see if there's any routes or anything to be aware of.
Yeah, you look at the maps, you familiarize yourself with the route. You'd see it's a pretty basic route to get to the town Drammont. And then, because it was topical, you'd probably have a wee look at like the Western Lone Mountain as well, and you'd see that there was a path. There's a road that splits off from Drammont that goes to the north up that way, and that's like the main road to get from there to there.
So the road going to the east, we still travelled along to the town recently. Is there any link between the road to the east down to the mountain? By which I mean, sort of like, is there any
like from here
path like that sort of thing? All like that, yeah.
There's not like a proper one. Like there's a road. There's like a proper road from going like that.
Yeah.
Wow. It's not a proper road as in like the main roads that are like marked here. Like the main roads marked here are the significant roads. That like these are like the routes that like traders and caravans take.
So would it be like a sort of single track lane sort of thing coming up?
Yeah, that sort of thing.
Okay.
A more rough path that's less travelled.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right. So, is there anything else, or are we gonna go for Madeline coming back?
Nothing else Ral particularly wants to do.
Where's Raoul look in the hall when he's looking over these maps?
He's just down on the dining room table, and he will have summoned Asta, and Asta's just sort of making. I don't know if a lizard would make these noises, but I'm just imagining little geckos sort of making little plopping noises as he sort of walks across pages of paper, just sort of
Very good.
looking like he's interested in it, but probably
Very
not
good.
really comprehending it.
All right. So yeah, the time passes, and eventually Madeline comes back in, and it's just you, Raoul, who's up at the moment.
Oh, hello. Still up.
Hello.
Looking at some maps.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything too unexpected. And it sounds suddenly if we're going towards the mountain that Dimitri knows that area, so we should be alright, I think.
Yes, I'm sure things will be fine. I take it Dimitri's gone to bed.
Sulking, yes.
Ah.
At this point that they hear Dimitri's bedroom door like open, then close, and then footsteps, and then another door open and close, and then they hear like running water.
I hope that's for bathroom. I hope that's for bathroom.
It sounds like he's going for a bath. A depression bath.
So just sort of go into the empty room and weed all over it.
Not Realm's room.
This would never have happened if Realm was still here.
Oh dear. I'm sure he'll recover in time.
I hope so. At this point, Asta comes up to just in front of Madeline, and he makes a funny burbling noise
Yeah, hello.
and drops off a little sort of toothpick or something he's found and sort of wags his tail.
Does he want Madeline to throw the toothpick for him?
I
Is that-
don't know, maybe.
Oh,
Does
Madeline
do it?
yes. She just kind of like tosses it on the other side of the table.
Asta will sort of spin around on the spot, and like a dog on a floor which is a bit too slippy. All the paper sort of shoots everywhere, and it he sort of scampers off to fetch it.
Bless. Did you teach him that?
No.
That makes it better somehow. He just figured it out by himself.
He's always been a funny one.
Well, it's getting late, I think.
Yes, it's got lots of travelling ahead.
Yes. Yeah. Well, and she looks at him for a moment. Oh, I heard my own voice echo back quite loud. She looks at him for a moment and then just gives a little nod and a smile and says, "Good night, Ral." And she'll make for the state.
Good night, Madeline. Asta's looking really dejected on the table.
No. And then Madeline's gonna go into her room. Nope. And go to bed.
When Ral's finished, he'll pack everything up. He'll leave the maps and stuff on this table for Dimitri to pick up when he comes down, but then head up to bed himself.
Very good. So yeah, you all go to bed and wake up the next morning, Friday of the 12th week of Evil.
Now, I'm afraid I'm probably going to have to head off very shortly. I've got to do a bit of work, and I need a very early night.
That's
I need to
all
walk
right.
Hamish still. So yeah, I probably can't go much longer, I'm afraid.
Well, we can either end here or go for another half hour, or yeah.
This feels like quite a natural point to stop, if you don't mind me saying.
Yeah, that's fine. Fine by me.
Dimitri does eventually finish his bath and then go back to his room. And bed, I think Ral's the only one that, Ral borders a room with him. He hears him fall into the bed.
Just imagine him sort of going down the corridor and every 5 seconds.
He's dramatic.
Ral just starts to slip into his trance, and he just hears a little. He's just oh dear.
Very good. Well, in that case, we will leave things there for the time being.
Are you gonna have to change the name of the session?
Yes.
I'm
Did we
sorry.
get nearly as far as you thought we would?
Yes, you're not too far from. You've done the vast majority of the stuff that was going on this session. It was just going to be some travel and then just arriving at Dramont.
Oh, I'm excited. I want to know what's going on with this little undead knoll situation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I'm
you've seen
excited
one
for the
before.
aggro.
Sorry?
Yeah, you've seen undead gnolls before.
Yeah.
What are they doing? What are these little scamps doing?
What are they up to?
All right. Well, it is possible the next session might be in person.
I'm so excited.
Also,
But
Charles,
it's-
you mentioned you've got a viewing tomorrow, right? Oh no, you've got class tomorrow.
Yes, that's right.
Are you sticking around in Edinburgh afterwards, or are you having to go straight back?
No, I'm going to have to go straight away. Unfortunately, I've got a train at 6 o'clock and my class ends at 5 or something.
Oh, that is fair. Well,
Won't be on there for
next
long.
time you're back.
However, Wednesday and Thursday night I am staying in the city.
Hey, we should all meet up. That would be fun.
That'd be nice. That would be great.
Aren't we doing something on Thursday with Jack?
So I'm not sure what has been solidified with it.
Wasn't that Wednesday?
I think we decided Thursday would be better.
Oh, maybe I'm just making things up.
Yeah, Wednesday I can't remember what time I said I get into the city, but it's not like 7 or 8 o'clock.
I think he said.
I think it was 8, and then I think I've got 10 o'clock classes. So I was sort of a bit hesitant to say I want to do anything Wednesday night, but it's not impossible.
Yeah, I've updated the little schedule of my week. I've got my shifts. I'm quite free for once, which is weird. Yeah. Oh well, thank you for such a fun session, Lindsay.
Yes, thank
Oh,
you,
you're
Lindsay.
welcome.
I've missed Final Flight so much. I always have such a nice time.
Yeah,
It
it
is.
was a good time. I'm looking forward to next time.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Likewise.
gonna be good. Gonna be good.
I don't trust you.
Scared.
I'm
Yeah,
so
I'm-
worried.
I do not trust.
Yeah, there was some fun stuff that we didn't quite get to. So
Oh boy.
so next time I guess we'll be doubling up on the fun stuff.
I think if the Final Flight gang all decided to stop drinking alcohol, we would get through sessions much quicker. But you know what? I would not ever change that for the world.
Very good.
Oh, it's been good.